All right. I think I actually got things set up pretty quickly today, so I think we're chilling. I'll go ahead and get in here. Got my coffee, ready to do some Windblume. Finish that up. Get the story. I think I'm probably gonna try to do an Archon quest or something as well. Yo, what up, Ritz? How you doing this morning? I'm gonna go ahead and get in the game here, and then we'll get started. Dude, one day they'll put this game in dark mode, and I won't have to deal with this white loading screen. Holy crap, dude! Brutal. It's bad enough I'm losing the hour of sleep with daylight savings, you know? Alright. Load. Alright, we're in, baby, which means I can hit this button. Oh, yo, it is so dark in here because I actually have the blinds closed. Hold on, I gotta fix this. One day, the low light thing will stay on. There we go. That looks a little better. And then we'll drop it back down here. Get our welcome. You know, I'm like relatively close to pity. Oh, you can't. Oh, can't hear. Or you can't hear much. Huh. I wonder why. It says it's fine on my OBS. In fact, I should be a little bit louder than usual. Huh. You can hear me though, right? It's just quiet? Here, hold on.
The scribe's work is simple.
Yeah, it should be. I actually should be a little bit too loud. I wonder why. Wave. Um, Gain seems fine. I don't know. Might have to be something I mess around with. I could probably change the like input because I have more than one technical mic input. Let's see. Ba-da-ba-ba. Oh, I think I might have doubled the audio. I wish I could hear my own stream. Oh wait, I can. The audio. I wish I could hear my own stream. Oh wait, I can. The audio. I wish I could hear my own stream. Oh wait, I can. Did I? Okay. I think we'll just have to settle with the mic today. Don't know why. I think we'll just have to settle with the mic today. Don't know why. Sounds decent to me on my end, so I'll just drop this back down here. Go ahead and play some Genshin.
Exactly why I took the position.
Headphones deciding to be stupid again? Yeah, it happens. I have so many like audio issues all the time just because like I have these like Astro A50s, right? which are like a really nice set of headphones, and I love these headphones. Don't get me wrong, but they have two like audio like throughput kind of things where it can be like the game audio or the voice audio, but setting that up can get like really wild, especially on like a computer. So sometimes like some audio is really low, and sometimes other things are like really high because my game and like the game and the like voice audio or whatever are different, and like I'm always messing around with it to like fix it. Okay, let's do our commissions. I need to get my friendship XP first, and then we'll head over to Mondstadt to finish up the event. That's also like when I'm playing Genshin, I'm always like afraid like the game audio is too loud for everybody or something, because it's different in my headphones than the actual like computer is getting for or from the stream or whatever, or the stream's getting from the computer, because it's entirely separate. So when I unplug the actual audio port for some reason, it happens. I was scared you might have been like totally correct on that, because yeah, yesterday I was talking to a friend on Discord. They're like, you just sound a lot lower for some reason. I was like, that's weird.
You're in for a little.
Here you are. The process of elimination.
I had no idea there was a guy over there.
Flicker.
No way Lisa's coming out of the dungeon. I love Lisa, dude. She's great. I don't think I really ever built up right now. She's just on the friendship team, so I can get these friend cards, you know. This is my current friendship squad. I think Alhaitham's getting up there. I've been using the crap out of Alhaitham. He's so fun to play. We'll do this. We'll do Windblume. I'm thinking of even doing an Archon quest today, like the one with Scaramouche, because I still haven't done that one. And I feel like I should before I do the Daneslave one. I don't think you need to do the Scaramouche one or the Wonder one or whatever before, but I feel like I should do them in order, you know. So I was thinking about maybe doing that.
You are not welcome here.
You're in for a little shock.
That's close enough.
Oh, dare to mess with me?
No, please. Basically, you just need one like electro tick on an enemy, and then you can just spread on them. And that's all I actually need out of Lisa.
Come a little closer.
Dude, the multiple ways to activate his like dendro damage is so sick too.
Let's spark things.
Too late for regrets. Ears of the storm.
Flicker.
They're stuck in the air. Okay, there we go. Also, I'm getting relatively close to pity, and I have a guaranteed Dia potentially. So I'm kind of interested in making that happen, because I want to mess around with Dia. Even though she's a little lackluster from the desired results I think the community wanted, I think she's still interesting enough. As I think she can fit in some interesting niches due to how her kit actually functions. I'm excited to see how much she improves when we get that like specific set or whatever that was like supposedly leaked. There's like one that seems pretty tailor-made for her, so I kind of want to see the difference between those. I think that'll be valuable insight. Plus, I've learned my lesson from Tanari that just because they go on the standard banner, that's a joke, and they're not going to come home to you at all. So
There's sand in my shoes.
I've heard she's better, or her constellations are really good too for her. So like, I'd be interested to get her now, and then when I do get her on the standard banner, then how much she improves and stuff. It's such a goofy commission. I totally lost which one it was. Was it this one? No, dude. We did it. Goofiest commission, dude. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Teleport back, then we'll do some Windblume. Should I do the quest first, or should I catch up with the events?
This weather is perfect for
Seem to be
doing
making
nothing
sets like
at
this for
all.
the most new 5 star. Yeah, they do. Wish they made massive Dune Worm events like they had in the movie. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Add Astra. Thank you for Add Astra.
Catch up with the events, problem. I'm good. I'll catch up with the events, and then we'll do the event story quest, where Kole and Sucrose get to go. Oh wow, you're socially awkward too. That's so sick, bro. We're besties now. Best subplot. All right. I did the camera stuff, and I did some of the rhythm game, but I haven't done all the rhythm game. So I think that's our next move. We'll rhythm game it up to wake ourselves up here in the morning. Rhythm game and then run from the balloons. I like the balloon one. That one's actually kind of cool. All right, Lizzie. Time to jam. All right, I did a couple, and I'm missing these two, right? Yeah. Bard's Adventure. We only do pro around here. About to pop off. Damn it, dude. No, I missed one. I was crushing it. No, I lost it now. I lost my magic. That's so sad. I was doing perfect for a while there. I would have loved to first try perfect it. The strings of the song are so good. Dang, dude. Descantus. We fell off hard. Started so strong. Get this. And then Tenaris, I guess? I didn't know... I don't remember Kole having such a banger, by the way. I played this yesterday, I was like, yo, what? I don't remember this at all. Alright, we'll do Tenaris. I wish they actually put these songs more in the game. Like Kole does some action stuff or something. You get that? That'd be red. Instead of mostly just in the promo material. Nope, my brain. It broke on that one. Okay, this is a vibe. Yeah, this song goes hard. No. I hate it when I like get mixed up in my head. What? Oh, I hit S. Yeah, it was a bop. They've been putting out some real jams. Yeah, that was a super bop. They finally just added guilds back in the game I played, and it's never going to be like 2019. The gang on a PvP map destroying everybody. What game? Guilds are sick. I wish they had actually like added that in Genshin like they said they were going to. That song was a straight bop though. I think if I do the next one, I get the wishes, right? Like 2,000, right? Yeah. All right, time to run from some balloons. I got 3 more to do on this. Oh yeah, you can like matchmake this. I forgot. Dragon Adventures. It's on Roblox mainly. Okay, gotcha. Roblox is crazy, dude. People are like able to create such like robust like games and stuff. Mother dragons and probably will slay them out of their big feather guys and do a heck ton of damage. That sounds pretty rad. This challenge shifting position to some bookcases will open or close some additional paths. All right, yeah, sure, I get it. Especially with how realistic some of them are. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. They made it pretty robust in how much you can actually like create in that game. It's no wonder it's been around so long then, you know? Because I remember Roblox was like, it existed when I was a kid. It just wasn't like as huge. No, please don't kill me. Thank you very much. Well, I guess I could have moved the bookcases, huh? Yo, what up, nuns? That looked like real life. That's crazy. Yeah, I remember when I got its resurgence, I was like, I'm pretty sure I played that when I was like 11. Like, I'm surprised it's still around. It's like when I see Wizard 101 on the screen, or on the Steam page, and I'm like, that's still going? You know? Move bookcase. Wait, where'd that other balloon go? It's running from me, dude. I don't like this. Come back. Get juked. Absolutely juked. His mental shattered. This one is like, it's like game mode is so simple, but I like it. I don't know, it's just cute. Run away from the balloons. This is the one I just did, right? Oh yeah, reward preview. That's what I was wondering. I was like, where are my rewards? Oh shit, this one's at night. Some areas of the challenge will be in a darkened state. After activating the light sources for these areas, brightness will return and the new balloons will appear. You know what game surprises me all the time that is like huge? Is Minecraft. Because playing Minecraft with friends is so unnecessarily complicated. Because you have to like set up the server and everything. They've made it a lot easier now, but it's still like unnecessarily complicated. Oh no! I thought I had the power and I was wrong. I was just actually wrong. I was like, yeah, I can just run straight into it. Could possibly go wrong. Oh, he can come up here? Oh, I thought that was like a safe zone. Holy crap, that scared me. Actually scared me. I was not ready for that. Made it a lot easier. Still stupid difficult to manage with mods though. Yeah, it's like it's just like an extra step that's just kind of odd. Turn the lights on. Oh, y'all ain't ready. My character's juiced up right now. I gotta. Oh, I almost died. That would have been really bad. My power up like ran out the moment I was about to hit that balloon. Go, go, go. Speed. I am speed. Oh. Bad news. Bad news. Bad news. Extra bad news? Can he come over here? This is like my safe zone, right? I would assume. It's a glowing square. Alright, there's like a power up over here. This is actually a tough spot. Alright, now I'm past here. Let's go. They did not put many power-ups in this like section. Oh, I almost got stuck. That would have been really bad. Oh, you better run. That one and Duncan. 6,600. I feel like the score's so arbitrary on these because like I'll get every balloon, it'll be like 5,500, and then like I'll get every balloon, it'll be like 6,600, and it's like, okay, what's like, like, can I go higher or like? It's a little confusing in that regard. Word preview. I need 5,500. What did I need for this one? I needed 4,500. So like the max can differ, I guess. Just a little vague, I guess. All right. Last balloon chase. Last floral pursuit. Okay. Okay, he's coming for me. There's like no power-ups on this floor. I just gotta be... Oh no. Thank God there's a power-up in that corner, otherwise I would have been screwed. Give me the Pac-Man power, please. Thank you. Any others? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Oh, there's just a wall there. Why would you put the staircase there then? I've been robbed. There it is. Oh my god. He was about to get me. I assume there's like one more floor? Get my stamina back. Literally just chilling in the corner. He's camping. Just waiting to snipe me. Oh, they made this one a little tough. I used the moves on him, the schmoves. Additional balloons have appeared. Alright, alright. There's some in the middle. Better believe I'm getting those ones in the middle. There's one right here. Get got. That should be it. Just checked out the guild thing fully and made it into a PvE dogfight over some dragon that doesn't even look that great. Weird game design moment. So then this should bring me... I should get the wishes here, right? Sick. And what are we grabbing? We're grabbing ingenuity, or add a mission maybe. We'll do that. Alright. Let's use these wishes. So you're gonna take his part as a collector? True. Can you give me a dia, please? Got this last one. And nothing. Sad. Sad. Okay. Maybe it'll grow up eventually. Ooh, I actually have enough for another wish still. Yo, how many? It's got enough for one. There we go. Nothing, bro. And then I think it's just the I think it's just the quest left, right? This is very weird. Just had slow mode or something. I don't even know. Does that even exist on YouTube? I don't even know it's like a thing on YouTube. I think it does. I've seen on the streams too. Let's see. Ah. I don't see anything. It might be. I'd have to look into it. Oh, I do need to do one thing though. I forgot about. Let me bring this over here real quick. Where is my settings? There it is. It's like what? The Streamlabs one? Oh no, it's uh, hold on, I have to like look this up. I like took off one of the auto mods at one point and I forgot to put it back. Ba-ba. I'll have to look into that later. Kind of for eggs and up in my own. Yeah, fair enough. Grind them eggs, gamer. Ooh, I can actually set like interesting. I can set like a giga mod. I forgot they like added that. Alright. Drop this over here. Bring up here. So I think it's just the event quest left, right? It's a genius invocation TCG stuff. I don't even know what's being added next time. I still gotta unlock like my Beto card or whatever. Which quest is it? This is the, yeah, it's like the Archon intermittent thing. So this is the, no. That's the other one. Oh, they added like a gold hue to the like Archon quests. Or it might have always been like that and I literally just didn't notice. It should be up here, right? Yeah. So we'll do that. I'll dunk my currency in the event shop just so I make sure to use it and don't forget about it. Get our free books. There we go. And then these mats should help me level up the sword or whatever, right? Which I think I still need to do. Yeah, I was at 40 on it. I need to refine it and then enhance it. "24% elemental mastery." I feel like the sword's actually pretty good. And then I need more of the sturdy shells. I can get that. I can just get that from the shop, right? Stardust. 'Cause I have some leftover stardust, so I might as well just dunk some in. Easy. That brings it to 70, and then I just gotta farm the collars and stuff. Okay, that's not bad. Put it to like a usable level though, at least. I have so many like I'm starting to get to the point where I have like a lot of random 4 stars that I don't need anymore. All right, quest time. Oh.
Hey, we're here!
Oh.
Traveler, Paimon, great timing. We got a lot of letters in the mailbox, and I just finished sorting them into 4 groups. Nice work! Well, the real work hasn't even started yet. Which batch of letters should we read through first?
Joy Above the Clouds, Windblume Festival Part 3. The clue board? I thought it was a mailbox. Or did they take them out and put them on the clue board? I guess. Oh, okay, whatever. Read the letters about a flower that is not of this world. Read Tanari's letter. After our conversation the other... Oh my god, I have to read these. Went over the prophecy's wording carefully. A flower that is not of this world sounds more like a logical paradox. Think about it. If a flower is not of this world, its existence cannot be perceived. However, if it can be perceived, it will not fit the description of the prophecy. As such, my view is that the riddle's answer doesn't have to be a real plant. However, I must also note, with all due respect, that the person who came up with this riddle may not know all the plants in the world, and I dare say that no one could make such a claim. From this perspective, you could even think that some rare plants as potential candidates for the answer. Oh my god, this guy's such a nerd. Attached to the list of rare plant species, I've added a short description to each entry, and I hope you can find the answer within. Best wishes to you, Tanari. Okay. Albedo. A flower that is not of this world doesn't sound like an existing species or something created through specialized cultivation techniques. With that noted, I believe we should think outside of the box. After reviewing what I've learned over the years, I have now reached a conclusion. Sucrose also came to discuss her thoughts with me. She hasn't yet decided on an answer at the moment of me writing this letter, so I won't be revealing my own conclusion right now. We can discuss it in detail when we meet, and I hope everyone else will bring their respective answers too. I'll see you then, Albedo. Okay. Wait, whose is this? Sucrose's? It feels strange to insert a letter into the mailbox I made myself, but I did find my answer. At first, I thought the flower created by using alchemy would constitute one that is not of this world, according to the prophecy, but after giving it some more thought, I realized that instead of creating an actual plant, a flower-shaped mechanism made of alchemical products might fit the description better, so I arrived at my conclusion, a clock in the shape of a flower. A long passage of life brushes past the timepiece, leaving fluttering petals in its wake. The elapsed years stir up the leaves, pushing the needle of time forward. Okay, sure. I'll read other letters. Oh my god, how many are there? Oh no, there's like 4 in the sets of each one. Okay. No one could confidently say that we'll ever go. I don't know if I'm gonna read all these. I don't know if I care that much. They're definitely going to give me the short and sweet in the story as well, I think. Both very knowledgeable and brave. Amber's letter. But I love everyone's family and something they're good at. She still doesn't look all that cheerful. It feels like she still has things she can't let go of. And Mika's. Okay. Other letters. The one that would never lie. Zarya. I'm just gonna tear through these. Razor barely wrote anything. I feel like he can barely write anything in general. Klee. Cole. Dr. Sucrose. Alright, Sucrose gonna be real. We're all too long. I didn't feel like reading them all.
A flower that is not of this world. Tainari believes that on closer examination it might be logically paradoxal. While
I
Albedo
knew they'd
says
give me the
that
short and sweet
his
in
answer
the
would be
dialogue.
better
That's what we
discussed
really
at
care
length
about.
in person. As for my answer, I think a clock in the shape of a flower would constitute one that is not of this world.
Okay.
Here's what we've gathered regarding a guide who will never get lost. Mona said that she'd like to join us in uncovering the secret behind the prophecy, while Bennett suggests Fischl, Mona, or the Traveler as potential candidates. Mika didn't submit much, but he did draw a vegetation map for Master Tainari and wrote up a dragon spotting calendar for Saito.
Okay.
Amber also wrote in. She said that she sees herself as nobody's guide, but everybody's friend.
As for one who would never lie, Rosaria removed herself from consideration, but both Razor and Sino are willing to support us in our search. Timaeus seems to have forgotten to write to us.
He's busy.
And finally, this is
Man's
what we
after his
gathered on
girl.
a legend that never ends. Klee said that her mom has a number of friends who like to write storybooks. Nisa believes that legends live forever in people's hearts.
Dragon spotting, I'm interested.
think that for a
Yeah, I
legend
caught
to
that
be
too, and I was like,
binding,
are they just talking
it
about
has to be
storm
filled with
terrors?
hopes
Like,
and dreams,
we have other
and
dragons or
actively
something?
passed from one person to the next.
So, what are the answers to the 4 riddles then?
You're really smart, Paimon. I bet you can figure it all out in no time.
Or, let's all share our thoughts on what we think the answers might be.
Okay.
Wait!
Tobias still got to put his answer in. He was so busy.
Timaeus, what
I'm sorry, I really am. The time just got away from me and I didn't get around to writing that letter.
I think I can be the one who
However-
would never lie.
This is kinda sudden. Not that we don't trust you, Timaeus, but, could you...
Of course, of course. Do you still remember the time I, collaborated
Ying-Yar?
with a certain Miss Ying-Ar?
Ying-Ar? That is the perfume lady in Liyue, yeah?
Well, basically, she helped me out a lot.
Wait! So Ying-Ar is the girl from Lila that Sucrose... We always assumed you were hard at work every time we saw you at the crafting bench.
No, well, I mean, not all the time. I've done some work too. And anyway, our correspondence covers a lot of serious topics.
Like perfume. It is the perfume lady. That's what I thought.
Alchemy. Anyway, a few months ago, I made a vow to the heavens that I will be true to myself.
That I've
and
managed
never
to win
utter
Miss Ying-Ar's
insincere
heart.
word until the day that I've managed to win Miss Ying-Ar's heart.
That's such a nerd.
So, at Star Snatch Cliff, you were picking Cecilia's as a gift for Ying-Ar?
Well, that's right. The Cecilia flower is said to represent a once wayward heart transformed by the power of love. I couldn't think of a better flower to give than
Okay.
that. I know full well that Miss Ying R is far more knowledgeable than I in both the ways of the world and the ways of our craft, but I thought I should make the effort for once and put myself out there. Which brings me to the subject of the last few days.
For
and
me to
the
invite
Windblume
Miss Ying to
Festival.
Mondstadt.
I thought, but yesterday, Albedo told me that Sucrose has been working hard to help another girl achieve her dream.
Huh?
And when I went to take a look at our roster, I saw that she'd done my remaining work for me. I feel incredible. I've been spending all of my time in my own fantasy world while everyone else has been bending over backwards to help.
Oh, Timaeus.
And that's
he's
why
so
I
cute.
decided to join you.
But then what about Yingar?
Yeah. Haven't you been planning this for over a month?
Well, yes, I did mention in my letters that I'd like her to visit, which is why I just sent her another gift with my hand-picked Windblooms, along with a handwritten letter. I explained that a matter of great importance has presented itself, to which I must devote my full attention for the time being. As soon as it's resolved, I'll make haste to Liyue to pick her up in person.
Oh wow, what
I
a
made
sweet
sure to
guy.
package the gift and letter with the greatest care. All I can do now is hope that she'll understand. Point being, please know that I sincerely want to support you in this
Oh,
endeavor.
it's amazing. It's very cute.
Plus, I think I'm an honest person. As far as I recall, I don't think I've told a single lie.
Well, you certainly convinced Paimon with that speech.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. I promise to do everything I can to help.
That's why this is so silly,
Looks
dude.
like we found our one who would never lie.
Great! Let's keep it up. On to the other three.
Some discussion in the group decides on a final pick part. Okay.
Okay.
I couldn't read that quick. Well, Hoyo really wants me to be a speed reader.
Have with us here the flower, the guide, legend, and Timaeus.
Why did you only say Timaeus' name? You should say my name too.
All right. We also have Clee.
That's me!
We love
Clee
Clee.
here. This all somehow feels like we're getting ready for a field trip.
We're always
There's
getting ready
nothing
for a
wrong
field
with
trip
more
with Clee
relaxed
involved.
Atmosphere, is there? Of course. We will soon see if my hypothesis has any merit.
This guy's already like, I figured it all out, don't worry.
I'm still feeling a little nervous.
It's like an endangered species, right? Well, they gave him a lot of time with his like own events for a bit and like lore, so I feel like they put him on the back banner
Just a moment ago?
or back burner.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, let's do this.
Actually, I'm a little worried too.
Okay.
Deep breaths.
I know what you're feeling. Saying anything becomes so much harder when there are so many people watching.
Well, does anyone know the exact location of where we're headed, or should I do?
Oh yeah, I
on my
know
scribe
because God
notes?
told me. I forgot.
According to the prophecy, once we figured out the answer, we should
Oh, we know something about that.
I already found where it is.
What?
Yeah, God told me. Don't worry about it. You make up a story how you discovered the location by dividing the wind.
That's amazing.
Okay.
You really know how to do everything under the sun.
Yeah, I guess.
Then we'll let you lead the way.
This is
I bet Albedo isn't buying that. He's like, yeah, okay. He's like, alright, buddy. So funny. Venti's like, here's the location. Just do it when you got all the people or whatever. Is it up top? Okay.
Here you are.
According to the map, it should be somewhere around here.
Let me take a look.
We divined the wind to figure this out.
Aww. I don't see any land. Now that I think about it, the prophecy didn't say anything about what the Lantern Utmost Joy actually.
Traveler, are you trying to figure out some...
Veggi's note says we should look up and seek the answer from the sky.
Too. Huh? But there's nothing above us. The
Recite the incantation?
place the squirrel on
What?
the back of the pointy-eared cat, and a pious puppy will open the doors to show
What?
you the way. Huh. Paimon read the whole thing out loud, but nothing's happened.
Okay, well, this is so wacky.
The wind is blowing!
What a strong wind current. Let's ride it up and see where it leads us.
Huh? We'll have to fly up there?
Here.
I better said, don't worry about it, bro. I got you. The floating island? Yeah, that one right there that just appeared out of nowhere. Is this where we just have like a picnic? No! I missed it entirely! Oh shit. That didn't kill Yolan? That's actually crazy. I thought I was above the floating island. I was not. So now I have to climb back up. I can't believe that fall did not kill Yolan at all. Alright, let's try this again. This time I won't do a diving attack.
This is the first time I've ever flown like this.
Okay, here we are. Just the gang having a picnic, basically? Is that what's going to be happening?
Island get up here in the sky. Did somebody make it?
Because Venti was just
This will be
feeling
safe. I've
feeling
been
spicy
charting
today.
out our entire route here. This way, no one will get lost.
Oh, good thinking. Who would have thought we'd find this kind of table here? Weird.
I never would have guessed that such a place could exist.
Wow, look at that pretty lantern on the table.
Special
There's
lantern.
even a chair for each side of the lantern, too.
There seems to be something on the back of this chair.
Oh, placing the right
Take
people
a
there or something?
seat, present your answers, and you shall reach enlightenment. Well, as far as instructions go, I guess that's simple enough.
Alright.
So we just need to do as it says, right?
Wait a second.
What is it, Albedo?
He's going to be like, the answers
We
are
better
all
make sure
wrong.
this place is safe before taking our seats. Everyone, please stay clear for a moment.
Okay, what is he doing? Usually watches Albedo conduct a thorough investigation of the base. Alright, sure.
Questions and doubts aside, the scenery here is pretty amazing. It'd be impossible to feel
She's
stuck here.
scryglassing over there and she's idle animation.
How is everything, Albedo?
Everything seems to be fine. I didn't find any traps or but I also couldn't find any overt destructive.
What do you...
Well, it seems that wrong answers won't have any catastrophic consequences. Everyone,
Okay.
I would like to suggest that we try some risky answers on our first attempt. Let's reserve our most confident answers for the second round.
That sounds kind of...
Ah, I get what he means. If we do as he says.
I see. That makes...
Mona, is there... Oh, are you hungry?
Thank you for offering. While Albedo was checking just now, I gave my scribe, but there's a strange aura to this place. It's almost as if someone has been
Venti's just
staring at
watching.
me, but if nothing here has actually been physically tampered with, then...
What do you mean, Mona?
Never mind. It's not like I've got any proof.
Don't leave us on the...
Yes, let's test the hypothesis together, Clea.
Okay.
Come on.
Oh, all right.
Okay. Then I'll answer the first question.
You can do it, Sukra.
Flower that is not of this world.
Then I would fetch a tetragenic sweet flower.
All right, I'm up next. My part of the...
A guide who will never get lost.
I hope you found your answer.
My answer is that for a long time, I have been guided by others. Although I still haven't made a name for myself, and I'm still quite immature, I would still like to put my name forward. I want
Okay.
to help others the same way Amber, Master Tainari, Sino, and everyone else helped me. Now it's my turn to pass on the gift that I've been given.
Alright.
All
I
right,
thought we were going with our
it's up to
weaker
me
answers
to answer
first.
The third part. I'll submit myself as
One who would never lie.
Although I've never really had any other virtues or talents, I'd like to thank everyone too for giving me this opportunity to validate myself.
And
That's
last
very
but
cute.
not least, I will answer the final part of the. There's no tale more befitting the title of a legend that never ends than our fates as human beings.
Wait, the link. Whoa! All four sides of. Huh? But
What we do is a batch of test answers.
Kale, could I ask you to stand up for a
oh, all right.
And stop glowing. Is it just whoever sits?
What's going on? Why is it lighting up regardless of who's sitting in the chair?
It's pretty clear now, isn't it? We've just proven that there is no right answer for this prophecy.
No right answer?
Although the instructions had come from an old and enigmatic prophecy, it is in fact nothing like the ancient mechanism that we had all imagined it to be. I believe the lantern...
Oh, who's behind?
And to think,
Oh, it's that
I
lady.
never expected you to actually find this place.
Wait, is she the one who set this up?
What? There's someone else here?
I forgot about this lady entirely.
We meet again, traveler.
Scarlet.
Hey, you're that Outlander
It's all thanks to you that I was able to find this place. Good thing that you were too preoccupied with the.
Oh, is that so?
Why did she seem so malicious?
Why do I spy yet another person following in your shadow?
Wait, really?
There's no need for pleasantries.
Is it just because I'm a visitor from a.
I was there when you snuck your way into Marjorie's place.
So you had your eyes on me even then, huh?
That was a whole 2 weeks ago. Rosaria's restless, bro.
It's hard not to notice you when I'm on duty.
All right. In that case, I'll admit it. I was the
Huh? But why?
Don't worry. Even though you probably have plenty of reservations about me, you can be sure that the prophecy... In fact, many of you here today may have heard the code name of the one who left the prophecy. She hailed from an ancient assembly of powerful women,
Huh?
each of whom used a single letter to signify themselves.
What?
Who would have guessed? It seems that power wasn't
By the old
behind
hag.
by the old hag after all.
Ah, so you're B's student. It's an honor to meet you. I am Scarlet, the
The successor of
Jay.
Jay? Who?
What are you talking about?
It's a long story, but I'm not quite sure that I'm the best person to... Since you've all spent so much time and energy trying to decipher this prophecy, you must also be... The lantern has already been lit. Now then, please allow me to disturb your happy peace.
Huh. Why did this little thing just light up? How strange.
Hello? On the other side of the lantern. Can you hear me over there?
Mom?
The Alice?
Oh, I hear many youthful voices.
Madam, I am Scarlet.
Oh, since we've last gathered, Jay's successor has already become so reckless and bold. Unbelievable.
She like playing a part?
Why are you talking just like the old
Or is
hag?
this Mona's student?
Old hag, who would dare say
Is that Mona?
Is that Mona?
Who are you? Who dares imitate my master?
And what of imitation and mimicry? It has always been a fool's errand to mimic and learn from humanity.
Oh, it's Alice. I'm here too.
So it's Alice.
Mom, why are you trying to talk like other people?
So I see everyone's here. Well then, my warmest greetings, everyone.
So wait, what's
Miss
going on?
Alice, why would you...
Well, it's been many years since this lantern last lit up. You can't blame me for thinking that one of the old friends from my youth may have decided to catch up again.
Why she sounds so coy all of a sudden?
And if I recall correctly, we left this lantern in the care of the Animo Archon Barbados. You must be commended for uncovering an artifact entrusted to the god of wind himself.
I think it's funny Alice randomly got
Oh,
put
I'm
into this.
sitting around my beloved tea party table.
Yes.
It's a really long table.
Oh, so you are. I suppose this means even the Animo Archon has granted you entry to this place. Was all of this Scarlet's doing?
Okay.
Wait. Paimon's completely lost now.
Oh, Miss Alice, would it be all right to leave the explanation of that to you?
Well, you should be rewarded for making it all the way up here and activating the land.
A long and ancient story. Oh, do I get a cutscene now? Sick.
Ever heard of the Hexenzirkel? As the spooky name suggests, it's a secret society. Once
Yo.
upon a time, it even challenged the animal
The
Archon himself.
Hexenzirkel.
But he replied, "Let us make music, not war, and resolve our conflicts through song." From then on, the mages would only ever convene in the woods, in the skies, or on the edges of cliffs. At these tea parties, they discussed their stories and secrets and resolved their differences, as the tea and cakes bore witness to their pledge never to fight amongst themselves.
Yesterday, I snuffed out the life of my beloved. He had grown old and was extremely sick.
Yo.
He
Crazy.
loved me dearly, so I took his fate in my hands and ended his
Yo, what?
pain.
I'm raising a son. Of all the children I had, he's the only one left. But I suppose that still makes me a mother.
My lifespan is nothing compared to yours, so I wish to leave you with my storybook. Actually, maybe you can pass it on to your children one day.
Oh, this looks interesting. Let me scry.
Mona's teacher?
My dear sisters, we mustn't let prophecies threaten our bonds of friendship. Even the most frightening witch was once a little girl, and growing up can be so tough. Sometimes we all need to vent our troubles to the wind.
Is that like the
Even if
Boar
nations
Princess
go
is
to
one of them?
war, or the sky falls down, the mages' tea parties shall forever be held around this table.
That was interesting lore. Giving us more context to the other, like, witches, I guess?
This is where the legendary mages held their meeting.
That's right. We often met here to chat and have tea.
Then, what about the part saying that if we light the lantern of utmost joy...
About that. I never expected anyone other than Jay to actually read the full contents of that prophecy. It's a little embarrassing. The truth is, that prophecy was actually just a letter that we sent to Jay as a group the day before her wedding.
Kind of crazy how this temporary content. Yeah,
So it
right?
was indeed written by all of
They do
you.
really cool stuff like this, and they're like, all right, it's going away
I
next
must
patch, by the way.
thank you for resisting the urge to immediately reveal the truth
They
to
they
everyone
literally
now
they
know.
need to make like a video
Probably figured
library
out
of
everything
like
the moment you laid eyes on the
past like
message.
events and stuff, so you could just like watch it at the very least,
No, it took me a little longer than that.
like an in-game little
flower
cinematic
that is
thing.
not of this world, a guide who will never get lost, one who would never lie, and a legend that never ends. These 4 descriptions signify 4 individual mages. When a member of the organization had to leave the group to spend the rest of her days with her beloved, the other mages would write down this prophecy and send it to her to invite her for a final get-together. A flower that is not of this world signifies, of course, flowers that do not naturally exist in this world. This is the signature
Rhinan
of
Dodir,
our
also known as
full
Gold.
name, Rhindaughter, also known as Gold. If there's anyone in this world who could create a flower species that does not yet exist, it would be her. The guide who will never get lost is N, otherwise known as
Nicole?
Nicole.
I don't think
You
I've heard
might
of
not have
her.
encountered her yet, but she is a truly extraordinary woman who has made this world's direction and order her subject of study. Some of you may be fortunate enough to have already heard her voice. Like a prophetess,
She only speak to a
she will
guide,
only
people
speak
toward the
to
truth.
guide people toward the truth when a change has occurred in the world. She has a tendency to suddenly speak in someone's mind without
Oh, like
any
us?
warning.
Was that who it
If
was during
one
the
day
summer
you would
event?
be unfortunate enough to run into a truly dangerous situation, she may use her voice to guide the way forward for you.
Who would have guessed that there are so many mysterious women in this world and that they would all know each other?
The one who would never lie is me. I hope no one would take offense. It's just that I, Alice, or A for short, have always had a soft spot for those with sincerity and candor. As for a legend that never ends, you may not know M in person, but you've likely encountered one of her works.
The Boar Princess. Hey, I knew that one.
Ever
Look at
read
me.
The Boar Princess.
Huh? I'm pretty sure every child in Mondstadt has read that book.
It's also one of my favorite stories, M was an exceptional human writer who used her prose to teach me the meaning of grief. Don't you think such a person would deserve a seat at the mage's table?
Paimon's getting more and more lost.
It may sound hard to believe, but I can attest to everything
Jay
that Alice
was
has
also
said.
immortal.
Jay was also a mortal who aged and passed on, leaving her title to her students and followers. Alice, you've never acknowledged any of Jay's successors. It's now been centuries since the first of us took on her mantle. I've always wanted to meet you.
Do you also want to become a mage?
Title aside, I think I'm more interested in the meaning and purpose of the Hexen Circle.
The Hexen
I
Circle.
used to think that the Hexen Circle
That's a cool
was
title.
group of women
They're
who
like
could control
group name.
the very fate of this world. But now,
It's got all the
I've seen
cool
for
letters like
myself
X
that
and Z
besides
and
Jay,
K, you know?
many other ordinary people were also among you.
Do you think less of us now?
No, not at all. My interest has been piqued, and I'm now even more drawn towards the idea of becoming a mage.
You're right. I've never acknowledged any of Jay's successors, but you are different.
Oh, has someone finally piqued Aunt Alice's interest?
Now is not a good time, Scarlet, but as soon as I am able, I will seek you out for a meeting. I want you to tell me all about Jay's married life back in her hometown.
So the mage who received the prophecy letter from all of you was Jay? She left the...
Precisely. There was only one way the letter could have been interpreted. She would have known what we meant as soon as she saw the message. We were just asking one thing of her. Please come to see us again. Before you go and settle forever with your happiness, please come share some of it with your best friends and sisters.
Cute.
So, the Supreme Blessing actually meant...
All journeys are fleeting and will eventually come to an end. What will give us the most fulfillment and happiness in the end are those who will greet us, dear child. I believe
When are they bringing
you
Alice in the
also
game, though?
understand what I am talking about. We women will always have many troubles and encounter pains and frustrations that will keep us up at night. But no matter how hard things may become, we will cross mountains and oceans to see our best friends again, regardless of how many years have passed or how far the distance may be. As long as we can be with our beloved friends, our hearts will be filled with joy. To us mages, that's what being supremely blessed is all about.
Oh. I still don't get it, but I do know that all the mages
Her
are
mom's best friends. Very cute.
If you ask how I see it, the Hexen Circle is just a group of ladies that I spent my youth with. Anyway, I'll introduce some of the other members to you all later. I still have a few things to attend to, so this will have to do for today.
Bye, Mom! Todoko says bye, too!
That's so cute.
Goodbye, darling, and farewell to all of our other friends as well. I'm sure we'll see each other again. Oh, now that I think of it, isn't it getting close to...
Yes, it's Windblume again, Alice.
It's also a special anniversary date.
Yes, I do remember now. It was on this
That
day
Jay tied the
many,
knot?
many years ago that Jay tied the knot. Ah, just in time for the Festival of Love and Freedom. Everyone, please enjoy this.
Cute. Lantern grows dim and is once again a regular piece of decor. For a moment, everyone looks lost in thought, but soon chatter begins to fill the space again. Before long, everyone spreads their gliders to return to Mondstadt. Okay.
Whoa! Ah, Albedo! Why didn't you tell me we'd have to glide all the way back down?
Okay. I wonder if this platform will be here for the remainder of the event. Turn to Mondstadt. Once we go all the way back to the city. How far can I glide from here? I'm kind of curious. See how far it actually goes. The big tree out there looks so sick from up here, though. That was a pretty cool little cutscene and context as to what's going on. Piquing our interest in the other mages. Because Gold is still around, Alice is still around, and then we don't know it. I don't think we knew about Nicole, really. So I'm interested to hear about her. Because she was the one who, like, killed her husband or whatever, apparently. So this could only take us to the tree. Okay, we'll just teleport. I was kind of curious to see how close I get.
This
Boop.
blinding sunlight is...
Is Tamaya's gonna be able to meet Ying Air? He's just not feeling well from the gliding.
Are you okay, Timaeus? Maybe...
I'm fine, I'm fine. I'm just...
A little glider
little
sick.
glider sick, that's all.
Okay.
You may want to look into getting your own gliding license when you have the time. It might prove helpful to you.
Okay. Sure thing.
It sounds like you've still got something on your mind. Why don't you
I
tell
forgot
us?
like the gliding license is
happy
like
to
a thing.
listen.
It's like a canonical thing.
It's nothing, really. It's just... Well, Alice's story, what? But still... Of course, I didn't actually expect the Supreme
Don't say that. None of this was your fault, Timaeus. Honestly,
If anything, it should be my fault for finding that.
Oh, no. I didn't mean to blame the two of you either. I just feel like...
But I'd say we.
well, that aside, Timaeus, you still need to go to Liyue to apologize to Yingar, right? Do you want Kale and I to accompany you?
Oh, Miss Ying-ar. Well, I mean...
I want her to get mad at me now that I've come
really
back to my
don't want her to
senses.
get mad at me. Now that I've come back to my senses...
Hey, you three? You may want to look
She's in
over there.
Mondstadt.
Huh?
She actually came to see Timaeus.
Miss Ying-ar?
Oh, so that's Miss Ying.
Yep, that's her. And she actually came all the way to Mondstadt.
I am so sorry, Miss Ying-ar. But how did you... I mean...
Are you so happy just to see me?
Cute.
Well, of course I am. I'm so happy that I don't... Sorry, I don't know what to say.
I was ready to give you a harsh scolding, but now that I've seen you like this, I suppose I could let you off the hook this time. You said you couldn't come to pick me up because of a very important matter, right? Well then, of course I
Cute.
had to come and find you instead.
Should we go see how they're doing?
Come on.
I wouldn't. You'll get hit by a forest boar if you interrupt a couple's romantic conversation.
Oh, really?
Maybe that's what Windblume's all about. Adventures come to an end, everybody bids farewell, and soon only a few people are there.
I'm so glad to see Timaeus find his happiness.
I have to say, I'm even more. You can be happy just to see others happy. And you gave me so much help without any expectations in return. Even though you said,
But if you say that, then I'd say I'm also nowhere near as brave or tenacious as you.
The green hair girls are really getting
I
along.
guess we have the same amount of positive qualities. They're just spread over different parts of our personalities. I've never visited Sumeru. Or
What happened to
made many
Sonari and
friends
Sino?
from outside of Mondstadt.
I forgot they were
I'm
around.
happy just to have met and become your friend. Maybe I'll get shy and flustered when I meet other people I don't know in the future. Since we are so alike, you probably get what I'm trying to say. You just need to believe that all of your issues aren't really issues at all.
but isn't it too late now for me to learn to accept myself?
Well... Do you know anything about the blooming cycles of Cecilius?
I may have
That's a topic that my parents used to talk about back when they were still dating. Surprising, right? To think that people would talk my mom.
No
brought
wonder
it up at
you're a
dinner one
nerd,
time last
Sucrose.
month. She called my dad the most boring man she knew, and said that he even turned up late to a date once, all with a smile on her face. But she also said that learning is just another part of life. It's never too late to start something, as long as you recognize that it's something good for you to do. Why don't you give it a try, Kale?
Okay, I'll try my best.
Cute.
We're really having a great conversation. Paimon can't even find a moment.
I nearly forgot.
This texture.
These
Are these
seeds?
seeds?
Or did she make her like special seeds?
I believe I mentioned my sweet flower research to you before. It's nothing too special, but They're the best. They're super sweet and easy to grow and keep. I'm also submitting them as my Windblooms for this year.
But what about the Windbloom's breath, Sucrose?
Could also see how.
Thank you. I'll plant the.
Kale, please take these notes with you. I've heard that you've been working hard on your studies, so I've prepared some study materials for you at Sucrose's request.
Oh, Teacher Albedo.
Feel free to look through them whenever you can find the time. Mondstadt's doors will always remain open to
Dude,
you.
he's got the drip. I love Albedo's fit.
Thank you so much. I don't know what to say. Ah, Sucrose, now's your chance. Didn't you want to collect a breath of joy?
There it is. The breath of joy. Breathe into this test tube, Color.
Can you exhale?
Oh, really?
Of course.
Quickly, let me capture your breath.
Huh? What?
It was like a little cloud of happiness, but now it flew away.
Well, luckily, there's still some breath left, and I'll keep working on it and let you know as soon.
Yeah, you can write to me. I'll be.
Oh, it looks like you found a new pen pal.
Tenari!
Master Tenari! Sign up!
If your friendship was forged in a
They're
test
back.
tube, does that make you test friends
God
forever?
damn it, dude. This guy doesn't
That's
stop.
Think you've ruined Sumeru's reputation in Mondstadt beyond all hope of repair.
All that matters is that I've enjoyed Mondstadt immensely. The dragon here possesses a majestic form.
Oh, were they going to check out the dragon?
Reminds me, Traveler, this
Card back! We actually get the card back?
Saino wanted you to have one for yourself. If I had to guess,
To challenge him to a duel? We're about a bull and duel with
challenge him to a
Sino?
duel.
I'm a master of the game.
Do you dare challenge me?
Can you believe this guy? Huh. What? Wait, I've got something to give you. Huh?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I figured I should follow local Mondstadt customs and prepared a few small things themed after the wind.
Ooh.
I made these bookmarks from Sumeru roses at the hotel. I want to get during Windbloom. Mondstadters offer flowers to the people.
But Tainari said that we're not anything like an academic family. He wouldn't write joint papers with us.
Well, in this case, we can consider ourselves as regular siblings.
And that should do just fine. There we go.
I agree. Oh, and here are some Padisara seeds as well. These are for the Traveler, Paimon, and everyone else from Mondstadt. Whoa, are these really for us?
So, are these your chosen?
One of them. Both Padisaras and Sumeru roses are my Windblooms. Although they're not native to Mondstadt, they are the flowers that can best express my. I want to give them to the people I feel thankful for. To those who I wish to accompany as we greet more seasons and future Windblooms together. The real blessing in life is when you are surrounded by people who
Oh,
you
there's
miss
Amber.
day and night, and who you'd want to see even if
Nicole in tow.
crossing mountains. Sucrose, do you see that cloud over there?
Huh?
Doesn't it look just like your test tube?
Yo, what? Came back for the best girls. They dipped immediately. They were just random cameos. Lazarite Swirl card back. Sick, dude. We get card backs. And Cole's Windbloom as a seed? Oh, I didn't open these apparently. Is that like a teapot thing? Oh yeah, here it is. Decollate, the only flower that can serve as her Windbloom and convey her gratitude and well wishes is the Padisara. She now offers her seeds to you. In visiting Mondstadt again, Colette has taken a tentative step forward in the future. May her coming days be a small seed held within her palm, filled deep with the potential for light and hope. Very cute. Sad. He said sad. Yeah, there wasn't enough Amber and Colette content, honestly. Okay, if we ever get the defense scaling guy there, that's pretty good. And the crit damage one, not bad. I actually think I needed a crit damage circlet on that. For whatever reason. Not bad. And that is the Windbloom Festival, yeah? Pretty sweet, pretty sweet. Now, I need, wait, what is it? Oh, it's the picture thing. Now I want to do the, I'm feeling a story day today. I think we're going to do the interlude chapter, The Nightbird Falls at the Curtain's Call. I don't know how long that is, though. Shouldn't be too bad, though. I think it's going to be our next move. I'm going to be right back, though, as I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick and get another drink, and then I'll probably do that. All right, BRB. All right. I return. Ready to, I want to do that interlude chapter quest, because I still have no idea why we call the Wonder, and apparently we can name him or something. I think it takes place at the academy somewhere. I'll mark it for navigation in a second. Let's see. It's this one now. Windblume was pretty sick, though. Feeling story content oriented today.
Criticism and your editorial direction for the first draft. I have a feeling that the missing Kabuki Mono will end up being the main focus of this paper.
The missing Kabuki Mono?
If only we knew where to find that traveler. From what they say about him, this seems like the kind of thing he'd know about.
Oh, you hit me?
Oh, you're the traveler, you say?
Oh yeah, I mean, you see my clothes? I'm the most out of place human in this, this world.
No, of course I believe you. Actually, I first heard about your great exploits when I was still in Inazuma. This is my first time coming face to face with you and your mysterious silver-haired companion. I couldn't believe my luck, and out of force of habit, I started, examining the evidence.
So what? For the love of... Sorry, we don't get out much, so...
We don't get out much. That's kind of funny.
Traveler, I hear you've helped many people a great deal and been to many places. Would you be able to tell us about Tatarasuna?
That's like the forge place that we fixed or whatever, right?
About that place either. In fact, we only came over here because we heard you talking about...
I see. My teacher chose this area of research as a personal challenge. He said it's difficult to get into because even Inazumans don't know much about Tatarasuna's past.
If you don't mind, I'd love to show you all my outline for the book I'm writing about
Hold on, Sawada. Don't you think that's a bit of a deep dive or a...
Well, fair point. In that case, please ease yourselves in gently by taking a look at Akaba's latest essay draft.
Let me give you some background.
Okay.
This all started with the discovery of some records in Tatarasuna. The writings mentioned someone by the name of Mikoshi Nagamasa, who crafted a fine blade.
Oh yeah, the Nagamasa or whatever.
He threw it into a fire to destroy it, and killed his servant Katsuragi. Why? Well,
Wait,
no one knows.
is the sword we craft Katsuragi Nagamasa? There's definitely a name. There's a one of the weapons is Katsuragi, but the other one is Nagamasa.
Apart from the sword maker, his servant, and the one who wrote this all down, the records also mention a kabuki mono.
That's a
This
wonder, yeah.
seems to be an Inazuman word for an eccentric stranger. Someone who dresses funny or acts in an unusual way.
That's right. Akaba's teacher has spent quite some time researching these events on the ground. This kabuki mono lived in Tatarasuna for a while before disappearing without a trace. And shortly afterwards, as Akaba mentioned, things got pretty ugly.
So first this strange person goes missing, then a murder happens? Seems kind of fishy to Paimon.
Yes, my thoughts exactly. So I helped out too. I asked everyone I could think of if they knew anything about what happened back then. And wow! Did I get lucky?
He's so stoked about this. He's like, yes, this is the coolest thing ever.
This part's important.
That's so
I just
funny.
wanted to make it stand out. It just so happens that a friend of mine works at the government records office. He looked into it for me, and I can now confirm that all the aforementioned individuals did, in fact, live in Inazuma over 400 years ago. Even back then, Tatarasuna was already at the center of Inazuma's smelting industry. The man in charge was a government official named Niwa. Curiously enough, it seems like he went missing too.
Could it be?
So there are 2 missing people in this story?
That's right! What's more, Niwa is a name with a lot of history to it. Have you ever heard of the great swordsmith clans of Inazuma?
Oh, the swordsmiths? Yeah, like...
Wow, yes. You really know your stuff. That makes things easier. So basically, this Niwa was a distant relative of the Kaidahara clan, the last practitioners.
Oh yeah, we helped Kazuo figure that one out.
Happened in the Kaidahara clan, leading to their downfall. I don't know the details, but taken in light of everything else going on around that time, it makes you wonder whether it's all connected somehow.
The Kaidahara clan?
Sawada, you left out the biggest detail of all.
There's more.
Oh, yes, of course. How could I forget?
Embrace your minds.
Your minds, ladies and gents, for they are about to be blown. Or maybe you won't believe your ears.
Get to the point. For
According to information acquired by Akaba's teacher, the Kabuki Mono was not a human,
Yep, the wonder.
but a puppet.
A puppet?
Shogun puppet that the Electro Archon made and should be ruling Inazuma with her as we speak. Kabuki Mono has to be the balladeer. But what was he doing 400 years ago in Tatarasuna?
Judging by the looks on your faces, you do know.
No! Paimon just meant, how
I agree, it does. But considering that non-human races in Inazuma are by no means uncommon, spooky events are to be expected. And that's exactly what my book is about. Please, take a look.
This guy's so stoked about it. I love his voice actor. It's like, please, take a look. Holy, they actually wrote a book from this guy. Ichigo split and cut through your neck to the silken veil. Okay, no, we can read this one other day, maybe, eventually. That'll never happen. He wrote a whole thing, too. Yep. Yeah, interesting. A lot of thought was put into it. Yeah, I agree.
Sawada was encouraging me to follow his more creative approach, but I think essays should be grounded in facts. I don't think explaining everything away with mysterious forces will cut it. Oh, how about if I plug the holes in Sawada's narrative with political intrigue? Like,
are these guys authors or scholars?
Rival factions at the center of the whole series of events.
These guys are just authors.
Wait, you're allowed to just make stuff up?
Yeah, right. A guess, eh?
Essay to guess, there.
True.
Akaba, look. Your teacher has researched this extensively. I've reached out to everyone I could think of. Whatever information we have now is all that there is to know. Besides, if there really was a political power struggle going on at anything like the level you seem to be suggesting, what hope would we—
Good point. Okay, back to the drawing board, I guess. Give me some time.
We have some other stuff to do, so we'll have to say goodbye for now.
All right, thank you. If you find out any more info about all this...
I don't think there's necessarily anything wrong with us talking about the balladeer being a puppet.
talking about. Okay, then even if we did know something about it, we probably couldn't share it with them. After all, we kicked his butt and got him locked up. Information about people like that is usually super. If you ask Paimon, Akaba should just pick a different topic. There must be as many essay topics as there are trees.
Yep. The wonder.
Hey, did you see that? He literally just went by over there. It looked like
The balladeer.
the Balladeer. No, it can't have been. He got locked up. Oh, quick, let's catch
Is
him
he going
and
to
see.
Nahida? I like that they added the whole thing where you get wishes for actually doing these now, which is super awesome. Nice little extra way to get wishes. Yo, Nahida, what's going on in here?
Traveler, Paimon, there you
I
are.
like how we can just walk into God's room.
Nahida, bad news. We just saw the Balladeer strolling around in public. Did he escape or?
Sure enough. You're he.
Hey, what are you doing in the sanctuary of Surastana? I know you must have a lot of questions. It was my idea to set the Balladeer free. We made a deal, and he's gonna do some investigation in Irminsul for me. A deal? Huh. You sure you trust this guy?
What did you expect? Why do you think Sumeru would keep me around otherwise? Or maybe killing me is all you can think about. But if that's the case, why haven't you done it already?
True.
Don't flatter yourself. It was... Nahida said there's still some mysteries in you to figure...
Ah, so if it were up to you, you'd finish the job? Guess I had you all wrong. There I was thinking you were just getting cold feet.
Well, that escalated quickly. Not a good start. Could I ask you all to please calm down?
She's like, relax, guys.
Worried about you, Nahida.
It's not every day you see people questioning the God of Wisdom's judgment. Just when you think you've seen it all.
Don't you dare try to drive a wedge! As long as the terms are reasonable, I don't think there's a problem in making it.
Well, I, for one, have no reason to doubt you. Considering you even struck a deal with the doctor.
True.
Yes, one in which I gained valuable information. You'll come to understand more about that in the fullness of time. The Balladeer's power was all but completely spent after your battle. He's no longer strong enough to be a strategic threat to us. That puts him in quite plus. He's a former Harbinger with knowledge of many of the Fatui's sensitive secrets.
True.
Being stuck here in Sumeru could make him a sitting duck, depending on how the Fatui plan to respond. Wait a second. Farmer? You mean... I take no pleasure in saying this, but...
Doctor
it
had
seems
no
as if
intention of
the
welcoming
doctor
him
had
back a
no intention
loser.
of welcoming back a loser, so...
Sometimes it's you using them, other times it's them using you. Most human relationships are this way. Certainly all the stable ones are. That's how it was between me and the Fatui. And also between each of the Harbingers. So as long as you have some value to offer, nobody will ever abandon you. But after recent events, even I have to admit... Well, if the Fatui are gonna reevaluate my utility...
As we discussed, I don't like causing harm to living beings. And you said you need protection. So...
What an
why
edgy
not join
boy.
forces
Yeah,
with
right.
I think these two have made their objection to that idea fairly clear. Don't you? And they're your friends. So...
Yeah, obviously! Then let's put that discussion to the side for now. Today can be a trial run. Where we go from here will depend on how well we...
All right. Then I'll do what we...
Good. Go now, and keep in touch. Nahida, are you... Yes. I have my reasons for this decision. In
Doing it
fact,
for our
largely
benefit.
yes. As I told you once before, there's information about your twin in Irminsul.
Oh, true.
Yeah. Actually, that's the whole reason we came to see you today. So, you have an update on that? Mm-hmm. You may remember me mentioning that the Fatui had not included your twins' details in the Descender category. This is an extremely important point.
It's to become like one with the world, right?
It's possible that the Fatui have other information that even I don't know about. And since the Balladeer used to be one of them, he'll be better acquainted with this, and he was granted the power to connect with Irminsul when he almost became the god of a new era. Even though he no longer has the Gnosis, some traces of its power remain. The amount of information in Irminsul is vast beyond description. Sifting through all of it without knowing what to look for would take too long, even for me. So I asked the Balladeer to search in Irminsul for any information about the Descenders.
He knows the better Google search
Familiar with
queries.
this kind of information, and should be able to find it more quickly.
Exactly! Or what if...
I understand. But sometimes, everything is dictated by how things will go in the future depends on what information he brings back. And Traveler, our minds have connected several times before. There is a corner of your heart reserved for an intense longing. A feeling of being all alone in the dark, searching for the one candle whose light still burns. As Sumeru's deity, it is my responsibility to be on guard against the Balladeer.
I want to do something for you. Oh, that's so
Someone who
nice.
counts you as a friend, I want to do something for you. If this deal with the Balladeer can give you the answers you've been longing to find, then it's worth it. It's my pleasure, really. You're Sumeru's hero.
Paimon's still worried about...
I was going to contact you about that, but then you suddenly showed up on your own accord. Seems like we have a telepathic connection. In fact, I was going to ask you to supervise the Balladeer on my behalf while he carries out the task I assign. Even though he only has a fraction of his full power left, that's still a fraction. Of course, I'll be there to help guide you through Irminsul from the outside.
Alright.
Great. Prepare yourselves. I'm going to
Okay, we're going in? Alright.
Wow. It looks pretty different here compared to last time. The colors are gentler. Guess
Got that pastel vibe going on.
now.
Look at that. Hot on my heels. You know, you didn't have to cut your catch-up short just to keep me company. Oh, but I guess you panicked when you realized that I might enter Irminsul ahead of you.
He doesn't mean to babysit you.
Your beak, jailbird. No way a prisoner gets to be so smart.
I understand that prisoners have to put up with harassment from the guards. But right now, I'm on temporary
You should think
release.
about backing
So
up.
maybe you should think about
He's so
backing
edgy.
off a little.
Sounds like a successful rendezvous. I need to be quite clear about something. In a few moments, you'll be entering into the innermost region of Irminsul. Unlike anywhere else, Irminsul's inner region consists exclusively of torrents of information. You must put aside your differences and be I know there are many grievances between you, on both sides, but it is essential that you remain calm after entry.
Fine. Let's go.
Let's cut each other a little slack, shall we? We are going to be traveling together after all. Per my agreement with Lesser Lord Kusanali, I'll be at the front. It's my job to lead the way and get rid of any obstacles in our path. All you have to do is keep your pretty eyes open and try not to fall behind.
So when does his color palette change? That's what I'm waiting for.
Sound like you're even more experienced at adventuring than us.
If there are no further objections, or did you need some time to mentally prepare yourselves?
Ew! Ugh, the snark on this guy. It's unbearable.
We can start now.
Irminsul access granted. Initiating connection procedure.
We're going into the cloud, boys.
Oh, darn it! Come on, let's catch up with him.
We're in the cloud.
Wow. So this is the inside of Ooh. Paimon's never seen anything like this. And it...
Irminsul is closely intertwined with the entirety of Tevat. Every bit of information flowing here means pick your jaws up off the floor.
Why is it that Paimon just wants to do the opposite of it?
Lesser Lord Kusanali, we will...
Can you still sense where the heart of Irminsul is?
Yes. Permission to begin searching for information there?
Permission granted.
Let's go. Stay...
Hey, so...
I was just imagining the look on your travel companion's face if anything's possible in here. You can't rule anything out. So if you want to stay...
Okay. I'll do the walking. Yeah, look at this.
These sapling things have spread out.
Participating in the space seems okay.
Those are all packets of information from inside Irminsul.
It's packets going to the
Careful not
cloud.
to touch them.
Hopefully we don't get any packet loss while we're in here. Okay.
It looks the same in every direction.
Okay.
He mentioned about getting lost. Huh. What do you know? He was actually telling the truth. Is he mocking me again? What is it this time?
There's a time and a place to lie, but this definitely isn't it. So why don't you relax your guard a little?
We're going into the nexus of the cloud, brother. About to learn all the info.
We're here.
What a huge...
All the information of the world is flowing
Lesser
through
Lord
it.
Kusan,
Good, you made it.
ready when you are.
Then please begin. Preparing to access cognitive currents. Establishing waypoint.
The Balladeer's actually doing what Nahida tells him.
So what if stories know this? What a strange
The
individual.
rest is up to you. If you discover anything at all, make sure...
Will do.
Okay.
Huh. For once, we...
Traveler, Paimon.
Would you like to talk? Cute.
Yes. I've also invited Paimon to join.
She joined the Discord call.
What the... We can talk to...
Oh, Paimon hasn't done this one before.
That's part of it. Plus, we're all friends. There's nothing wrong with us talking like this once in a while.
Nahida has invited you to a Discord call.
I've tried this before. This is great. So, Paimon's been wanting to ask you something. Don't you think the Balladeer's a bit of a walking contradiction?
So doing odd jobs for
As I've
others.
told you before, there are still some mysteries for him to resolve. Things that are clear as day to me. Perhaps today will be the day that he finds some answers.
The betrayals and the other events in Izuma.
Smart and attentive as all.
Actually, I caught a glimpse of a few things when I ran into Hypatia at Party's DI. Balladeer's mind on Party's DI. Oh, yeah, true.
You made contact with that part of his mind. Well,
Paimon thought nothing could get under that guy's skin.
everyone has a history, Paimon. Even if you're a puppet created by the
Speaking of puppets, we ran into two people at the Academia today talking about an essay. Turns out their topic was...
If you mean the mysterious events, the Kabuki Mono and so
She says,
on.
yes, I know all about that. Okay.
I know about all of that.
Really? Because from what they were saying, it sounded like lots of Tatarasuna's history is still unexplained. And most of the information we have now is just...
Tell Nahida about the story Akaba and Sawada are writing.
Oh? How interesting. Those two managed to deduce quite a lot through guesswork alone.
So the Gese got it right?
Well, they guessed right about one thing. Tatarasuna was sabotaged.
Must be a riveting conversation you three are having. Funny how all the good ones happen when I'm not involved.
What makes you...
Don't insult me. You're having a private conversation without me. Obviously, I must be the topic of said conversation.
Okay.
Of course you do. You can't have your prisoner knowing too much.
So...
Still looking. Don't get your hopes up, though. You and your twin come from outside this world. It wouldn't surprise me if there was nothing on either of you in
Wait! How did you know about that?
It's not like we've never met before.
Yeah, what?
And anyway, you're world famous. It'd be more surprising if I didn't know a few things about you. Right now, we have to keep the peace. I'm not interested in creating more misery for myself. Huh?
No. You find something about the twin?
This light. It looks similar to those saplings. What could it be?
Anonymous data.
Hey, don't you forget the agreement. You have to share it with us.
Shh. Mr. Niwa, are you certain this is worth the risk?
Well, this is about him,
talking
right?
about Tatara Suna's furnace, after all. It may not pay to act rashly.
There's no one else who can enter the furnace.
Is that so?
We're going in. We're going in the data.
I have been in Tatara Suna for some time now. You have shown me great
This is a very
hospitality,
customized
as
looking
has
character
Mikoshi
for a
Nagamasa,
normal NPC.
And indeed, everyone else. Under your leadership, Tatara Suna is a warm, welcoming place. Like a giant village. People are gainfully employed. Their lives have purpose. They are motivated. As I understand, the Raiden Shogun has, in recent years, eliminated much of the evil that plagued Inazuma. As for Tatara Suna, it was originally established as a means of safely disposing. The forging industry with crystal marrow as a raw material has since flourished, giving rise to skills, blood, dreams. Every smith brought into this trade looks to find their purpose between steel and blade. That is why you accepted the proposal brought to you by myself and Akame.
Yes, well, were it not for you coming to Inazuma and happening to make Akame's acquaintance, the two of you never would have joined forces. And he would be the first to admit that there's no way he could have revolutionized our forging process like this. You allowed Akame to take all the credit for a method that you jointly developed. He sold it to me.
Smelting using
now,
the new
every
technique.
piece
Okay.
of ore here is smelted using the new technique. Even now, you remain one of Tatara Suna's key consultants, working right here alongside us.
You flatter me. From the
He's got a
outside,
knife.
I saw much that was commendable in the forging industry of Inazuma. And it has been my great honor to befriend you all.
So you say, Escher.
My good sir.
I tried to resist thinking it was all connected. Because I didn't want to speculate. And I didn't want to believe. What have we gained from adopting your new technology? Ominous black smoke?
Worker fatigue and
mounting
casualties
production
are
problems?
up.
And recently, as you well know, someone died because of that strange filth inside the furnace. We've kept the truth from spreading out. None of the people who went out to get help have come back. Now, our mutual friend, the Kabuki Mono, is taking the Golden Feather to Narukami Island to seek an audience with Shogun. But that doesn't faze you, does it, Escher? Nothing does.
Stabbed.
I'm just surprised that you finally chose to be so sincere.
Mikoshi Nagamasa may have noticed that there was one common denominator among all these events. Namely,
After all, Nagamasa is the adopted son of Mikoshi Torachiyo, the yokai struck down by the Shogun's own hand. If he truly seeks to redeem his family's honor, an abundance of...
You're well informed on the subtleties of his situation for a mechanic all the way from Fontaine.
Why, Mr. Niwa, are you suggesting I find a job...
Enough, Escher. I'm here because an evil force is raging inside the furnace. And someone needs to take your new device inside the high-risk zone so we can absorb it and put an end... I'm in charge here. And I'm about to take some responsibility and head inside. Probably to my death. But what about you?
Judging from the look in your eyes...
Drop the act. We're past that now. Whoever you are, I just want to know what you're still doing.
Stabbed
here.
him.
What's left? Don't you have all your answers by now?
Honestly, I'm just waiting for the right moment.
To stab you. Unbelievable.
A moment like this, where you finish talking and I stop you from entering the furnace.
You...
Niwa was assassinated.
You're a little... I thought I'd disguised myself exceptionally well. At least for the first few days. But to my surprise, you had your people look into my background right from the... It's a long journey from Inazuma to Fontaine, but that didn't stop them. Eventually, they managed to confirm that Escher was an alias. And yet, despite all of that, you still fail to realize my true identity. And what I seek in Tatarasuna.
Did you really think you would be able to see
The
through
doctor?
my plan?
If you kill me, there's no one who can...
Oh, but you're quite wrong. There is one other person. Some may not see him as a person, but you told him yourself.
Whoever you're working for won't get away with this. They'll be found out. But...
It's no trouble at all. Patience is a virtue. If you must know, I'm happy to divulge my true identity. I'm a Fatui Harbinger. Call me...
The Doctor.
The Doctor.
Dun dun dun.
The Fatui?
Just to create a...
That's it. That's why you gave us your cursed...
Look how even the righteous soul is filled with venom when... My device functions precisely as you say. It is the only chance you have of preventing a catastrophe and keeping the truth from the outside world. It is easier for a person to be possessed by evil spirits when they are filled with hate. So give in to your fury.
It's placed
I want to
into
see
an
what
unsuspecting
happens when
mind.
a malevolent heart is placed into an unsuspecting... Make no mistake, even without you, that pure, innocent puppet would only end up being used by...
If you give him my heart, tell he has nothing to prove to anyone.
What a beautiful way to see the world. It almost makes think of me as a monster or a demon, if you wish. At least this way your death is not a consequence of your own folly turning you into an easy target. You simply lost to something more powerful. I say, Mr. Niwa, let's see what happens. Will your puppet friend become a human? No, that will prove quite... Mr. Niwa. Oh.
You're gonna change forms right there? Yep.
Jester, I have completed the task you gave me. Creating
Jester?
a gap and infiltrating Inazuma's inner workings. I'd like to introduce a puppet to you. If he proves useful...
Oh, so that's how they recruited him or
our
something?
newest comrade. And
Interesting. So that's how they got Scaramouche.
Dottore! Good.
Was that the doctor? Did he turn
He was
into
the one behind the
mechanic?
Tatara Hatsune incident.
Why did we see things from... When I touched the doctor to confirm whether he'd eliminated all his segments, I read this memory in his mind. You have to admit, it must be the truth.
Maybe so. But it means...
Does it? But this memory shows that Niwa didn't betray you. You know very well what that means. Even more...
You believe for hundreds of years was this part of the Doctor's experiment? Existed only in his imagination, but where does this leave him?
Give him some space. He looks real. We need to give him some time to process his emotions.
I thought he was looking for information for us, though.
I'm still confused about the Tatarasuna incident. So, the doctor... Nobody has ever deceived you like that, Paimon. It's natural that you find... So now you have the complete picture. Katsuragi took the Kabuki Mono to live with the people of Tatarasuna. Later, the doctor showed up, disguised as a mechanic from... It was all a horrific experiment planned by the doctor. Everything he did, but of all the unwitting participants in the doctor's experiment, the ballad after the events you just saw in that memory,
He's gonna be he's gonna be after the doctor now. I have a feeling whenever we actually like square up with the doctor, he's gonna be there.
To enter the furnace and absorb all the filth caused by the smelting process. The load was far beyond what he expected, but the balladeer survived. He left the furnace in sheer exhaustion and said the mechanic answered. Niwa fled this place for fear of punishment, but he left you a gift. He said it's the one thing that you've been looking for. He took it straight from the chest of one of his innocent. The mechanic removed the withered heart from the device as he spoke. The balladeer was stunned that such unthinkable cruelty had brought him the thing he'd been longing for his entire life.
Cold-blooded murder is a cursed thing.
Cold-blooded murder is a cursed thing. But it has. He thought Niwa had completely betrayed him, and yet this very betrayal had ensured his survival. Overwhelmed with anger and sorrow, the balladeer.
Holy moly! So the doctor killed an innocent man and pinned everything on.
By a close friend is sure to cause a great resentment. When the raiding go caught him 100 years ago.
Yes. Only if he understands.
Oh wow. The mystery of Totoro Suna.
Niwa didn't run from justice. You killed him.
Just gotta wait a while. That's okay. A while later.
Shall we see how he's doing? Hey, you alright? That's a scary expression.
Are you worried about me? If we didn't have such a history, I'd almost think that qualified. It won't.
I'll keep my end of the deal, don't worry. Okay.
Hey, are you investigating the stuff we want to know about?
That's why we're here.
Alright.
But unfortunately, there's no information about the Descenders.
Even if you can't find anything, that seems to confirm it. Irminsul does not keep records on the
Oh, does that mean we have to leave empty-handed?
Don't thank me, just... you look really upset. Well, since Irminsul was a dead end...
Huh?
The reason why there are records about your sister in Irminsul... It might have something to do with Conria. Apparently, Conria was her first destination when she arrived in this world.
Yeah.
Plus, she only came to this world because the heavens responded to the summoning.
The summoning?
The heavens responded?
The jester told me this himself. You can take his word on this. He was a royal mage in Conria.
Oh.
And lived with your sister for a time.
What?
I don't know the details. It's up to you whether you want to believe me. All I can say is, I wouldn't lie to you about this. Did you get all that, Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Yes.
Does this info count towards my mission? It wasn't from Irminsul.
Very valuable.
Good. In that case, I'll take some time for myself now.
Okay.
Lesser Lord Kusanali was right. My power's all but completely spent. Even if I use all of the divine power, I shared a secret with you. And now you owe me.
Like you to answer
So
a
in
question
return,
for me?
I'd like you
Okay.
to answer a question for me. Give me your hand.
Okay.
Can you hear my voice and... No, I can't do anything like that anymore. At most, all I can do is exchange a few words with you.
Okay. This is interesting.
So tell me, in this world, is it possible to change the past?
Ah, he suspects we know something about that?
Done.
Huh? What happened?
Nothing. I was...
But that was I know about, because I know about Greater Lord Rukadawata. True. I think by not denying it, he learned, yeah.
I suggest you get yourselves out of here quickly.
That's interesting.
Hey, wait up! Didn't you say
So he's gonna change his past, I think.
Fast reaction time. But I don't think we'll be seeing each other again. From this day forth, The names Balladeer and Kabuki Mon, those who died in Tatarasuna because of me, deserve another chance at life.
Hey, Balladeer!
You know, I never did like insects. Hordes of the puny things swarming together can be a real nuisance. And I enjoy nothing. But if a colony of harmless ants isn't threatening anyone, I guess they deserve to be left alone.
Balladeer! Balladeer! Uh-oh, he disappeared.
Uh-oh. He's changing the past. Is this where his color palette changes?
He's really gone.
Oh, can you hear me?
Nihida!
Traveler, Paimon, Balladeer.
What happened? It was the Balladeer's fault.
I didn't think he'd be capable of something like that with so little power left.
Oh yeah, did we tell her the question he asked? Because
Did he keep some of his power
that's interesting.
hidden when he was defeated? Or did...
Where the heck did he go?
Don't be. It's not your fault. Please, we're running out of time. Follow my...
Okay. She said, get out. Get out of the tree.
We're out! And
This is an emergency. I'll have to ask you to stay here for now. Everything's arranged, and nobody will disturb you. I'm sorry, but...
An emergency?
Don't worry. If my assessment is correct, though there may be some minor disturbances, it won't lead...
Okay.
Her voice has gone. Paimon can't shake the feeling that something really big has happened.
Paimon doesn't remember Great Lord Rukkhadevata, and the Balladeer's question was a strange one. It's hard to explain in full. The truth might be very distressing for Paimon. Skip the part about Great Lord Rukkhadevata for now and focus on the Balladeer.
He wants to change the past? But surely that's impossible. You can't just rewrite history. All that stuff happened already in real life. It's like, imagine Paimon drank all the water in this inn. Even if no one was there to see it, Paimon would sure as heck remember drinking it. So, why does Paimon still... Paimon's so Huh?
She broke it.
Sorry. Paimon accidentally... but erasing yourself from history? It's unthinkable. Is that really possible in Irminsul?
You just delete it from the cloud. Easy, bro.
Paimon's had it with that little brat. There's no way he'll actually succeed, right?
The Balladeer does to erase himself from memory, so many people in Inazuma will be affected. I can't imagine what that situation would look like. The connection to the raiding Gokaren. Kazuha, Ayaka, Ayato. This mean they'll disappear?
Nothing we can do about it at this point. Hey, have you got any ideas on what we should do next? Seems like now
I have a feeling like
for us to do but to go to sleep.
he's gonna try and erase himself or something. Nahita's just gonna like basically rewrite his save, and that's how that's gonna work.
A week tonight, so how about we list all our favorite foods to take our mind off things. All right, Paimon will start. First dish. Andrean chili chick. Also.
Okay. The passage of time. She fall asleep. Why are we getting her POV?
Paimon was talking? Huh. Paimon said
The Balladeer.
Is that a food
Oh,
too?
dude, she forgot him. He did it.
Weird.
He said shit.
What's wrong? Your eyes are like saucers. Was it something... So, the Balladeer.
He's like, oh no.
Okay, sure. Where are we going? Huh?
Back to Inazuma.
Paimon, but... Is everything okay?
Is everybody okay in Inazuma? It's actually interesting. I want to see if it has changed anything. Oh yeah, the Ishin Blade guys over here are like connected to that whole story, right? The Ame no Motogo. Okay, I got stuck on that. This is actually an interesting like interlude story.
Ah, it's been a while.
Totally forgot I was watching a stream and confused why there were voices. True.
Of course.
It'd be like that.
Oh. Now there's a question I wasn't the once renowned Raiden Gokuden, comprised of 5 branches. Aminoma,
Senju.
Futsu, Ishin, Hyakume, and Senju. The art of forging practiced by these 5 clans was first taught to them personally by the
Branches
almighty
diverge from one
Shogun.
another. Generation of bladesmith honed their perfected craft until they became 5 distinct traditions.
Most of the great swordsmith clans of old have since fallen into decline, and for a long time. But fortunately,
Kadehara Kazuha recently returned to Inazuma and took up the mantle of the Ishin art.
and took up the mantle of the Ishin art. Now, 2 clans remain of the original. If my memory serves me right, you yourself were present when he forged the.
Oh, yeah, we were! We learned a bit about the decline of the Raiden Gokuden then, too.
Yeah, I remember that event-based content that I don't think is in the game anymore. Or no, this is a story quest. That's in the game still.
That, my friends, is a. In fact, this was not made known to me for most of my life. All these years.
Did I ask Kadehara Kazuha about it?
That, as we are both heirs to a branch of the Raiden, there is no harm in telling you. But I must. The Raiden Gokuden were the targets of a murderous rampage by a vengeful bladesmith.
Vengeful?
400 years ago, so I'm told, there was a catastrophic malfunction in Tatarasuna's furnace.
But he rushed to the scene hoping to prevent a
While
disaster.
Tatarasuna was home to a state-of-the-art forging and smelting operation in that day. And overseeing it was the armory officer.
Niwa.
His surname was Niwa, though knowing that they had just one chance to save countless lives. Mr. Niwa and the swordsmith leaped together into the furnace. The furnace quickly stabilized, but neither of them made it out. The smith's death, though heroic, dealt a devastating blow to his family's fortunes. His orphaned son was left to fend for himself, and in his heart, the whole of Inazuma was culpable in his tragedy. He hated the almighty Shogun for her apparent indifference towards his father's death, and he hated everyone, powerless and destitute, the only legacy he had to pass on to his children. Alas, if only the story could have ended there. But 100 years ago, the then head of this family...
He buried the fate no longer,
reached
and
the
yet
end
he
of
could
his
do nothing to
wits.
change it.
Finally, he made a drastic decision to take revenge on the Raiden Gokuden. In doing so, in his fury, he murdered indiscriminately, killing even bladesmiths from the Hyakume clan, which he belonged to. But when he came to the Kaedehara and Kamisato clans, his killing spree came to an abrupt end. He failed to catch them unawares. They fought back. That is why the Kaedehara clan and their Ishin art survived that day.
That's changed. Someone else attacked the swordsmith. Looks like the Balladeer did something in Emerald, but it seems Niwa still died.
Is there anything else you wanted to ask?
Have you seen Kazuha recently?
Why, yes. Just yesterday, in fact.
So he still exists. That's good.
My pleasure.
Don't tell Paimon. There are other places you on to the next.
So we're going to Ayaka and them now? The story's super interesting. The Yashiro Commission.
Traveler, it's been a while.
Oh, Hirutatsu. That's the guy who like doubted us in the competition
If
or
you're
whatever,
looking
right?
for the commissioner and Miss Kamisato, I'm afraid you're...
Are they out?
The commissioner is out on business, and Miss Kamisato is standing in for some meetings in the commissioner's place.
What do you think? Shall we go in?
Take you up on that offer.
If it were anyone else, I couldn't allow it. But seeing as you're so close with the commission...
We'll be heading in then.
All right.
Hello, dears. Is there something you want to say? Of course, traveler. Yes, what would you like to know?
How will the commissioner and Miss Kamisato
Oh,
these days?
they're both very well indeed. Lately, Miss Kamisato has been rather busy. As for the commissioner himself, well, you know, busy
Rather good
as
mood these
ever.
days, okay.
Pretty much busy.
Very.
Yato is still the Yashiro commissioner. Ayaka is still the lady of the house. No changes here. As far as I can see, nothing has changed in the Yashiro commissioner. I was expecting as much. Still a big relief that the Kamisato siblings are both safe and well.
Got any more questions?
You're very welcome. In fact, I would love nothing more. Miss Kamisato talks about you all the time. She seems
I like how they
thrilled
set up
to have
Ayaka as
you
like
a friend,
our best friend,
and she's
or like
always saying how
our like
talented
date
you
or whatever in
are,
Inazuma.
How much she I must say, many things in Inazuma seem to have taken a turn.
Knight in
for
shining
the
armor and Are You
better
Here
since
song.
you-
Cute.
Whenever the commissioner dines at home, Toma always joins him. I always find myself at my most relaxed. The commissioner has such a busy schedule that he doesn't always. They say it's because Toma's a much better chef. They get to talking about you sometimes too, you know. Always with a very fond tone. The way Miss Kamisato occasionally joins
They start
them
talking about
as
people they met and
well.
experience they've had.
It's been many years now since the late, as someone who is old and gray enough to have watched their son and
His
daughter
voice is
grow
driving me
up.
nuts. She's just like,
It makes me so happy to see them meet a dependable. So,
Okay.
in the future, if you
I'll visit again.
wonderful-
Thanks for your time.
Here too. Also, your Paimon's itching to try it. We made.
Of course.
Alright, goodbye for now. We're great.
Tartar Suna.
Don't worry, we'll see.
All right.
Oh, are you two leaving already?
Yep, everything's taken.
Very well.
See you later, Hirotatsu. So we're going to Tartarasuna now. It is cute though. Yeah, she's very just like endearing. Xavier. That's the guy we helped out in Tartarasuna.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is that the Traveler and Paimon?
It sure is.
What are you doing here?
Xavier. Okay. I guess he's Fontaine, so it's the French pronunciation, I imagine. Xavier.
I was in the general area, and now I'm in this specific area. There, that's me. So what about you two?
We have some questions and thought you might be able to help.
Certainly do. I've researched. If there's anything you want to know, just ask away. Like the back of my hand. Not only that, but I've met people in Inazuma whose families used to live in Tatara. Oh, well, I'm told that its history is one of the most foremost forging and smelting operations in the nation.
A couple?
One was just in the last few years, the other was several hundred years ago. A fun fact, I'm not the first Fontaine tech guy to come and work on it either.
There was a guy back
They
then
say
too.
He was a mechanic who consulted on a technology upgrade. It seems like the technological collaboration between our two nations goes back.
Looks like the doctor still sabotaged the furnace, leading to all the ensuing chaos.
Weren't you gonna ask Xavier something about Tatara soon?
Oh, I didn't realize you two were here for a...
Me neither. Paimon doesn't know what's gotten into this.
What brought this on? Did you just wake up today with a sudden
Pretty much.
burning desire for... Sure, go
That's
ahead.
funny. Have you heard of the Kabuki Mono Kaisei de Tartarasuna?
No. I do know the word. Inazuman for those eccentric types who always go around dressed to the nines. But sadly, I've never had the pleasure, nor have I come across anything.
So there's no more Kabuki Mono. Did the Balladeer really manage to erase himself? Thank you.
Of course.
Oh, we're leaving?
Oh, you're most welcome. More than farewell.
He straight up hit the delete key on himself.
Sure, but crocodile.
Spino crocodile.
Paimon will always be hey. Alright, let's head.
All right, back to Sumeru because I think it is canonical that we can teleport. 'Cause otherwise, this would be a wild thing to, you know, like suggest that we can just travel that quickly. To be fair, if we tried to make that journey on foot, I think it'd probably only take a couple, 2 to 3 probably in-game days, you know what I mean? Oh, we can listen to...
Hey, it's them!
We can listen to these guys.
Akaba, Sawada, you're still here?
What's their story now?
Indeed we are. If you have a moment, we'd love for you to join us.
We have time.
It's the same topic we discussed last.
Still looking for more.
I love how enthusiastic this guy is about his like essay thing. He's just so stoked about it. Perfect. These two have research charters. Let's see what they have to say.
Unfortunately, we haven't made any real progress.
Can I read it again? Well, I didn't read it the first time. Oh, there's yellow text for the differences. The great many of these rumors revolve around the yokai, or a very characteristic Inazuma folklore. Okay. The mechanic. Long have I delved in the many sectors, but I was ultimately unable to decipher any unexpected clue to the background. Still mentioned the mechanic grew scarcer in the aftermath of the Tartarasuna incident. I speculated that instead of the mechanic possibly being a figure woven from overripe imaginations, he actually did exist and perhaps even had a hand in the events that took place in Tartarasuna. True.
I presume you'll want to read mine as well.
The yellow text. The lizard from his hand in Kataragi's palm was still just more words to be exchanged. Someone come walking nearby, their footsteps steady and confident. The head that appeared in the door was... What do you mean? I'm hungry. The man smiled. Hearing Kataragi's words, I already ate. I hope that you, my lords, may also find some time to sate your hunger as well. Okay. Like a falling spear, a black cloud reached from the bottom of the boat. Second ship was sent following the third and fourth. Okay. Sure. Content has changed. Another affected tampering of the information on your result. The Balladeer said he'd erased 2 of his names. If he really succeeded.
What do you think?
Did he have like a third name though? So he's like good now?
Traveler, remember how last time Akaba was saying how he wished he could gather more information about all this? Well, we just...
What did you find out?
It's a long story.
Tell me the 2 writers that you learned about the raiding Gokan and Taisarasuna. Okay.
So many.
Well, well. So it all comes down to one man's desire for revenge. Huh. You heard this from a member of the Amanoma clan, you say? Then I get... Ugh. So there's no...
This new information actually lends further credence to my hypothesis. Evidently,
Incredibly prestigious role in
swordsmiths were
society
seen
in
as
those
having
days.
an incredibly prestigious role in society those days. To the
Yes, okay, point taken, you were right. But that doesn't mean I...
And they're back at it.
Oh,
okay.
I'm so sorry.
You're welcome. See?
Keep us in the loop if you find out...
Will do.
So now what does Nahida have to say? I mean, we probably should have gone to her first to see if she forgot too, because that would have been probably important. I feel, you know?
Nahida, we're here! Traveler, Paimon. Ugh, where to start? Paimon hasn't had a moment's rest this whole time. That night, we ended up chatting and The Balladeer?
Oh, wow. She doesn't know either. That's crazy. Just because we're a descender, we know these things. He's like, oh no.
You look troubled.
It's like last time the changes didn't just affect her as well. The Balladeer acted quickly. He finished erasing himself before Nahida could stop him. No one still remembers the things that were erased. Once again, I am the record keeper.
Hey, what's wrong? You look so upset.
There are many things that happened that only I could remember. Holy shit. Heavy heart, you piece back together a story that was broken and scattered across time. There was one named Balladeer created by the Electro Archon. He was a puppet who lived among men. After a series of events in Tartarasuna, the Balladeer, thinking you had been thrice betrayed, left Inazuma to roam the world beyond. With no trust for humans and only a loathing for the gods, he bore his grudge for years as he grew in strength and then returned to Inazuma to take his revenge. He tried in vain to become a deity with a gnosis and ended up losing everything. Finally, he entered Irminsul and learned the truth beyond his betrayal. Knowing now that his entire life was built on lies, he did the unthinkable in an attempt to reverse his tragic fate.
That's quite a story. So, this puppet known as the Balladeer erased himself from Irminsul, hoping that he could change. But how was he even? As the traveler said, he very nearly became Sumeru's deity. Admittedly, I remember it a little differently.
No one in the machine after we defeated it. Oh, that's interesting. They literally just deleted himself.
Nevertheless, it does make sense. If someone were to success... So, you believe this person really existed, and we just don't remember him? Yes. Theoretically speaking, it is possible to do this. The traveler comes from a world beyond to that. That's why there's no information about him in Irminsul. So if there's anyone in the world capable of retaining memories from a past that has been rewritten, it's you. It's... Paimon's having a hard time.
We still haven't told her about the other one.
Your guys' motivations. I can only make inferences based on the information we've been given. As for what kind of person he was, only you remember that.
Everything can be set right. It's time to solve this once and for all. Maybe that's all there is to it. He asked me specifically, and my hesitation gave him his answer. Hesitated because I witnessed the greater Lord Rukadavata erase her own existence, but I can't tell Nahida that. To put it another way, I know why the Balladeer was so sure it could work, but I can't tell them that.
Something else worrying you? Something that you can't share? It couldn't change the fate of the ones who had died. Right, once the Balladeer realized he hadn't been betrayed after all, it must have he couldn't keep hating humans after that. And the story makes sense. The Balladeer tried to achieve godhood with the doctor's help. He was unsuccessful, but that power then enabled him to change what was recorded in Irminsul. Yeah, it does make... It just feels so hopeless. He gave everything...
Changed the world in many ways, and yet the dead still didn't get a second chance. Interesting.
Please wait a moment. Found it. This should be the one.
Yeah, she just pulled the data out.
It turns out that I have a strange way of confirming everything he has told us. What is it? A record from a personal collection. You should take a look.
The information presented to you is a way that resembles a fairy tale.
Is this a fairy tale? I authored this record myself. Huh? You wrote a fairy
Somehow
tale?
has something to do with the
When
Balladeer.
combined with the traveler's narrative, it's clear that this story is an allegory. Everything in it is a Hold on. So this record survived?
Because it wasn't directly about him, so she wrote that before he was deleted. That's so wild.
Yes. Any information about the Balladeer or the Kabuki Mono and other records will have been changing the information in Irminsul. But Irminsul can't change information that was well hidden in advance. I guess I must have written this story as a... That's incredible! And sending the traveler into Irminsul with the Balladeer must have been a further precaution. I knew he'd remember everything. This story is abstract enough that it still resonates with the present information, but if we connect all the different pieces together, the true story that emerges is the one he told us.
Wild. What a like a 5D chess. Oh, we actually get a storybook. This is very well illustrated. I love this.
Found a family of foxes, joined them, and they became friends. The monster lived with the family day and night, and everyone treated it. Once in a while, the monster would take off its fox fur at night and lament to itself as it gazed at its reflection in the water. I am a monstrosity. But the monster soon found solace when another came to live among the foxes who was not their kin. A kitten, carved from the wood of a white tree. The kitten too wished to become a fox, but its tail was too slender and it could not grow a coat of richly colored fur. Furious at this happy resolution, the monster lit a fire on the mountain. The terrified animals panicked as the fire spread. The only way to extinguish a gray fox stood up and addressed the monster. It said, "You are the cleverest among us. Surely..." The monster smiled, led the fox toward the fire, and murdered it. The gray fox's heart was turned into a beautiful drop of water, clear, spotless, and pure. The monster gave the heart of water to the kitten, telling him, "The foxes have decided. You are the one who must be sacrificed. Take this, quench the flames, and die for your fox kin."
They made him a little cat in the story, or she made him a little cat in the story.
The
It's
fire was
cute.
extinguished, but the kitten lived. It left that side of the mountain and found a little bird who had a broken wing. The two promised they would spend their whole lives together, but the little bird did not have long left to live. It passed away soon after. Never again would it cherish a single creature, nor
A single blade of grass.
that stood on that
It's
mountain.
so well illustrated, and I love this.
The kitten spent the nights wandering aimlessly, gnashing its teeth at the moon. How it wished to swallow the moon and devour the moonlight. If the world could only... I will become the new moon, the answer to everything. Then, no one will know that there were once birds, foxes, and cats in this world. And no one can know that they were different.
That's pretty cool.
We solved it! I remember now. This is not just the
This is very
Paladin's
on
story.
memories. I made it back up so it'd be
It is
preserved
his
no matter
very
what
to
happened.
become a god. He was experimented on and modified countless times. It was brutal. This memory was extracted from him by the scholars. Presumably, creating a deity was just the first step. Some of them wanted to be able to control it.
They put a memory back up in the cloud.
Deep inside one of my own dreams, and then hid it inside an allegorical story so that it...
It's hard to believe that this person really existed, let alone that he tried to get rid of us. Paimon has no memory of him at all. He completely...
The balladeer agreed to help me look for information about the Descenders, and before he vanished, he confirmed an important detail.
Where your twin first came into the world.
We still don't know how the change to Irminsul will affect the senior ranks of the Fatui, but in all likelihood...
They won't remember their own harbinger. That's
will
interesting.
remember their own harbinger.
It sounds like Paimon wouldn't like this guy a whole lot if he was still around.
But this is why wisdom alone cannot answer all our questions. We look, we see, so the answer is not everything. People yearn to... When you give someone the truth, you get to others looking on.
So how do we bring him
This may
back
seem like a pointless
with a different color
endeavor,
palette?
But for him, the chance to act on... Never forget that even when we walk beneath dark clouds along a road filled with... And that is what you have been doing all along.
Yeah, Nahida's right. Cheer up. How about we...
Good idea. Paimon.
You got it. Come on, traveler. You need to get out...
Okay.
Let's go get a snack from one of the stalls in the Grand Bazaar. That'll be sure to lift our spirits.
I wonder if he's just gonna be like walking around as like a new
The
person.
only one who remembers all that. But Paimon's always here to help cheer you up.
Thanks, Paimon. The Grand Bazaar. It's a really cool story. Nope. There we go. I wonder if we're gonna like encounter him or something.
We're here. What should we eat first?
There's something I'm missing. Something important that I'm forgetting.
Are you gonna answer or what?
He said he was gonna delete 2 of his names, right? Does he have a third?
Whatever you want. Well, Paimon will be right here when you figured stuff out.
She said that no one can erase themselves from existence, not even her. Why would you need to create your own reincarnation unless your Lord Krillin to do the deletion of her? There'd be no point.
Why'd you jump up all of a sudden?
So he came to the conclusion that this person still exists.
Excuse me, boss. There seems
There
to
he
be a
is.
small
New
problem
color
with the
palette and all.
glass bill. Look.
Dun dun. The wonder.
Hey! Hey, wait!
Hmm? You mean me?
No, not you. That kid. Didn't you see? Look, if you're gonna help out here, you can't keep spacing.
I wasn't paying close enough attention. I think you're right. Maybe it's the city.
Who's that guy? You know him or something? He's who?
You're a strange one, kiddo. You say you don't want any money for helping out here, and then when I actually give you some work, I don't want to take advantage, so I'm happy to pay you what I'd pay anyone else. But if you keep acting like this, pretty soon...
No, please. I mean it. You don't need to pay me anything. I'm just so thankful you agreed to take on an outsider like me.
You're welcome, I guess.
He's so nice now.
But I got bigger things to worry about. Look.
Leave it to me. I'll find some...
Stop. You don't want money. You don't take days off. And in your free time, all I see you do is wander around.
That's right. We can talk more about that later. First, let me get...
Hey, what do we do now? Okay, stay out of...
Okay. Oh my god, the tailing missions. Oh, okay, it's not. Thank god. I just go to the location.
Yeah, this'll do.
Even though you say he's the balladeer, what are we planning on doing? Stealing his Sunsetias? Is it... Oh, alright.
This should be enough. Guess I should...
I would never believe it. True.
You two over there. You've been following me all the way from the city. I'd have to be... have we... No, we haven't met. But you know me? I have no recollection.
Are you...
Sorry, but I just can't take your word for it.
A puppet?
Huh?
You were right!
I guess you do know me after all. That is
It's
not something I share with a lot of people.
Interesting.
Look, I'm just a wanderer. But seeing as you've gone through all this trouble to track me down, I'm sure... Okay, but please let me
Are you really working for that guy? He said...
Yes, I ran into him out in the wilderness during a storm. And he let me take shelter.
That's...
Let me take these back. Then I'll come with...
Then let's return to the...
Oh wow. It's so cute. So he gets to be like a different guy now. I wonder if she's gonna like re-upload his memories.
Here you go, boss. I'll leave them right here.
Oh, you really went...
Something's come up, and they need to borrow me. Sorry.
I was just about to pay you anyway. Go wherever...
What?
I get it, okay? You just wanted to help me out, to thank me for giving you shelter from the rain. But look, it was pouring down, and there you were, sauntering along without a care in the world. Like you had nowhere to be, and didn't even care that it was raining. Imagine you were me for a second. It's a little weird, right? But anyway, taking you in...
But I don't...
No.
No. Then I suppose this is where we say goodbye.
Don't mention it, kiddo. I've run into all kinds of...
Thank you. All right, done.
Alright, we're gonna go take you to the god of this world. or this region. Don't think about it too much. sanctuary of Suristana. Like, alright, Nahida, I found him.
What's wrong? Huh?
Hello. I do apologize.
We found this guy in the street, but he doesn't seem to remember anything.
Tell Lisa Lord Cousin Ollie what happened in the Grand Bazaar.
You say that you are trekking across to Vat to train yourself.
Shungenja.
Many other Enid.
Well, it seems more relevant in my case. To me. But these two claim that they know me. And that I have a hidden past unknown.
I wouldn't call it the past. I don't like to rely on using terms like this often. But in your case, it seems that it ought to be called...
Oh, like a past life?
Yes. Something far more distant than the past. So
Okay. I have to... Oh, okay. I see. You want to tell me, but you can't bring yourselves to say it. Looks like I didn't have the most... If it's that difficult to talk about, I have no doubt, but I'll be able to handle it. Please, tell me the truth.
Is truth something you care a lot about?
Yes.
Then I'll be straight with you. In your previous incarnation, you did many things that would be considered evil. You nearly died because of what other people did. And many died because of you. As a non-human being, you drifted from place to place, never able to settle, even where you found status and identity. You adamantly believed that you were missing a heart. Actions rooted in persistence sometimes bear bitter fruit. Sometimes you
Tells a wonder about his past. He's gonna be like, bro, what?
I gave everything I had. But it barely changed history
in terms of the outcome alone.
I don't think I can judge everything I've heard purely in terms of right and wrong. Each choice a person makes belongs to a specific place and time. A chain of cause and effect. A cycle of karma and consequence.
That is the nature of truth. If one thing is right, its opposite must be wrong. And yet, dichotomies like this are...
It seems like my previous incarnation...
We're not trying to hurt your feelings or anything, but... yeah, we weren't your big...
If we were enemies, why are you...
This is so frustrating! This guy's supposed to be our He's got so much to answer for, but we can't make him talk because he doesn't...
Lesser Lord Kusanali, as the god of wisdom, I trust...
Yes, it's all true. I can even show you the memories themselves.
Please, I want to see them for myself.
Even though it will cause your present self great...
I'm just a puppet. With no heart and no name. There is nothing in this world...
Very well.
Wait, shouldn't we go with him? This one's kind of...
Don't worry. Whatever danger I might...
Traveler, could I ask you to supervise him?
Oh, good point.
Understood.
Thank you.
Okay, is this gonna be our like dungeon where we get to play him? Reminiscent Drift. Yeah, it is. Okay, before we do this then, I'm gonna be right back and go to the bathroom real quick and then we'll complete this dungeon. Alright, I'm back. Go ahead and do this dungeon. Oh. That's kind of a crazy story so far. So we gotta battle through his memories.
Right now, you're in a dream I created using information. These memories will show you the raw truth. But be aware that enemies may react just like in the real world. Please be careful.
Sounds like an immersive experience. It's a good
We're
thing
in the
we
like
came
real
along.
VR world.
You don't need to do this for me.
We never give up halfway. Well, we had to once, but that was your doing.
And now we're just finishing the job.
Wanderer, this is the Shake Pavilion. In your Balladeer incarnation, this is where the Electro Archon placed you after your creation. You had a great...
Is that because this is kind of...
You could say that...
I hear footsteps.
This place is huge.
Katsuragi.
I can't believe the landslide didn't fill it in. I wonder who built it. No, there's no way. Look at this exquisite construction work, and so... There's someone passed out on... You're awake. Huh. Not a...
This man is Katsuragi, deputy to Torichio's adopted son.
And the rest is history.
In the original version of events, Katsuragi was ultimately killed by Nagamasa.
Let me get you out of here. Our people are nearby. Hang in there.
During the Tatarasuna incident, Niwa was murdered by the doctor, disguised as a mechanic. The Balladeer, then known as the Kabuki, as the second in command at Tatarasuna, but Katsuragi had sworn lifelong loyalty to Nagamasa after the latter had once saved his life. At Katsuragi's insistence, Nagamasa killed him to put an end to the Tatarasuna incident.
Katsuragi seems like he was a good guy.
He looks like a warrior, but he has a kind face.
Ooh,
Why
chest.
couldn't he live a long and happy life?
Nagamasa, I found this young guy in a cave sealed off by a landslide. He doesn't remember his name.
Well, we need to call you something. I hear the workers are calling you the Kabuki Mono.
That's fine with me.
Katsuragi, report to Niwa. Tell him we have someone new joining us.
Okay. Is that a portal?
Huh? What are we doing back here?
Whoa, this is where you were born?
I was abandoned, like you. I lived here for a while at first, but there's nothing.
Okay. I heard my mom and dad used to make swords, but the factory manager died. And then my dad... He kept coughing all the time, just like me. Then Mom started coughing...
But you can't.
Yup, we're family now. This child didn't have a name. Or rather, the Balladeer didn't... After his mother died, the child stayed in their straw hut alone. Some of the neighbors... After leaving Tatarasuna, the Balladeer ran into this child who didn't have a name, just like him. They made...
What happened to the child?
He died from his illness while he was still very young. The Balladeer came home one day and found that he had stopped breathing.
Yo, it's so sad.
Hey! What's wrong? Say something! You promised me we could be family!
You're no... The voices have gone. It looks like the memory...
Let's keep going.
That's brutal. Oh, the blindingly white loading screen, please.
You're blocking my path.
I come not to obstruct you. I've been waiting.
The Jester.
What you are truly is a weapon. One that could be wielded with an iron will. Or you could continue to drift aimlessly.
Are you trying to win me over?
Long-fated rebellion has begun.
I had a feeling there'd be a chest behind this.
Place at the banquet and join those who shall feast.
So that's what the jester sounds like, huh?
This place is dark.
Paimon knows this place. In the original version of events, the Traveler once encountered such a creepy atmosphere.
It's an unsettling place.
Hey, look over there!
Well, well, my fair lady. Is this rundown factory and these incompetent
The fair
fools
lady.
all for me? Wow. You should...
What do you have to gain from belittling your subordinates?
They brought Senora's voice
You might
actor
not
back.
want to
Copium, she can
admit
come
it,
back.
But you are a part of this plan. Perhaps you find fighting in the abyss to be a more meaningful use of your time? Oh, but of course, even this...
What a funny how negotiating never seems to be your strong suit. For the task ahead, I suggest you keep your true
Save your breath.
I'm sure you think so, but I still think you need to hear it. Don't start thinking you're invincible, and don't let your emotions get in the way.
Surely you're not worried about...
I just can't have you getting in my way. You and Child never fail to find ways to complicate things.
I'm merely lighting a little fire in this chaotic nation. But you, being tossed... Do you remember the last time you were here? That was a lot of swordsmiths you killed. I'm sure the descendants of the Raiden Gokaden are still suffering the Look at you. Oh, don't by then. See you at the victory feast.
Okay.
Poor little tongue? Forget it. Someone might find me here any minute now.
It's me.
The plot does not end here. There is more of...
Yes.
Why are you staring at me in silence? Can't you think of a nicer way to express yourself?
I'm under no obligation to be nice to you. Besides, I thought nothing mattered to you except results in your own interests. Isn't that right, witch?
Muddle-headed puppet. You're only number 6 because you can take more abuse than other humans. Do you really count that as an asset?
You're about as much fun to be around as a raging...
Oh, they care about the numbers.
But before we murder each other, it'd be best if we finish our duties.
Looks like we've arrived in Sumeru.
Considering that Amorta's sage, Nafis, refused to join this project, I'll take part in the experiment in his place.
Welcome. I look forward to a fruit...
When do we start?
You seem impatient. You should know that becoming a god...
The biological transformation is a lengthy process. As such, I too would recommend that we commence as soon as possible. In the event that a successful
Permanently
connection
bound
is
to machine, he'll be
established,
unable to
his
move
body-
independently.
Nothing worse than what I've been through before then, Doctor.
You were the most resilient test subject I ever came across. Thanks to you, I was able to garner... Alas, after that, you were under orders to remain in the abyss. We barely saw each other, and it became difficult to further refine the...
That was gracefully worded. Ever wonder what they think if they knew that nothing matters to you?
I suggest you speak to me in a more respectful tone, Scaramouche. The mere fact of your utility does not...
The doctor again?
That person gives off a very sinister energy.
It's normal for him to give you the creeps. Let's move on.
I like how he's like, in contention with any other of the harbingers that he comes across. He's like, I hate them all.
You're a god.
If you accept that he is you, just as you are you, then yes.
In your eyes, are there...
Do you think there are any differences between your present self and your previous and future incarnations? If not, then what are the differences? Whoever has tasted the joys and sorrows of life in the human realm is human. Whoever has loved and lost, cried with grief, howled with rage at the tragedy of death that eclipsed.
I've seen enough of my past. If possible, I'd like to, no matter the consequences, I won't run from blame or punishment. Can you return my memories to me?
Huh? But what?
I've always believed that human lives follow a set of rules. As a puppet living in a human world, my life is
Regaining your memories means reverting completely to your previous incarnation. Are you sure you want to?
I've lived with the void in my chest my whole life. My creator didn't need me. But then I met you. And I finally realized that
True being the great Lord Rugudavata's words, a person can't erase themselves, and even now, other person sends an inescapable part of their destiny too.
I've always felt I have an innate tendency to yearn for something more, in a way that goes deeper than for most people. But for all my soul searching as a Shugenja, I've never fully understood it. Look, so I beg you, grant me this opportunity.
Very well. Since your mind is made up, I will.
Okay. Oh, we get like full
You
cinematic.
have made your decision.
I wonder if he gets his animo like
Take this.
vision from this as well.
Set him free.
A puppet? What's he doing here? You're a human as far as I'm concerned.
Everyone's here. Wonderful.
What a fine blade. Nagamasa will be thrilled.
This is my. Is he alright?
No, it's his old memory of him being the god or whatever. Yeah, it is really good animation. Oh, Jeller's popping off. An animo vision.
Worthless dross will be purged. That's why this won't be the end.
Yeah. That's pretty sick.
Die. This is trying my patience.
Oh, it only lets me use him.
Have you got any more stupid questions?
Can't believe they made like a mini version of this boss to do for the trial.
Upon the gale.
It's also cool you actually get to use them to this extent. Usually the trials are pretty quick.
The wind rises. At my command, you shall fall. Unsightly insects. How amusing.
Yeah, I'm gonna die here. I'm gonna actually eat food because I don't want to have to do it again. There we go.
You're dead. My endless cycle. Wind rises. Upon the gale.
I can't dodge those. I'm not high enough. Go up. Okay, that didn't work at all. I thought maybe I could go over it if I like went up.
Vermin.
There we go. That was very cool.
Imbecile.
It disappeared.
What did you expect?
There's the tone of voice again. Wait, but it was you inside that thing too. What have you got to be smug about?
Sorry. I'm harsh on myself and everyone else. Just the way I am. You sound like you're concerned about me. But don't worry. Thanks to you, even if I didn't change a thing...
The memory recovery seems to have been a success.
Come on. Let's continue this outside.
He's got a vision now. Me, myself, but not I. I like that. Leave domain.
Welcome back, traveler.
It feels...
You don't like being addressed by that?
It's fine. But I was just thinking, after learning about everything the doctor did, there's no way I can... I'm not planning on returning to the Fatui. And they wouldn't take me back anyway. Recent events will have affected a lot of people.
So, you're quitting the Fatui for...
It's like you said, Lesser Lord Kusanali. Everything may look futile, but it was...
But that doesn't mean your own past...
Of course.
And your main goal, for which you gave up everything you had. You weren't able to achieve it. I hope you can see in the changing the world, changing the past, changing the fates of what you were looking for is complete annihilation. But this is just a fantasy. Even if the Balladeer is removed from existence, the world will not heed your will.
Indeed.
Do you regret doing all that when you've gotten so...
Even if I'm completely worthless, there's nothing... Lesser Lord Kusanali, you purposely left that information in Irminsul, didn't you?
Yes, and I took pains to make sure that you'd acquire that information naturally.
Why would you go to such lengths?
In all honesty, your past experiences have made you a useful asset to Sumeru and to me. Winning you over, but before that, I wanted to tell you the truth about your past. If all I...
Very clever.
I guess you could say that's one of my...
Utility to others is what gives me worth. So if embracing my sins is what it takes to make me useful again... Oh right, I almost forgot. Sorry if I have a slightly different perspective on things, but I don't feel like I've been duped. The wisest leaders are fated to end up with the best helpers. I can live with that.
I'm glad you're able
Okay.
to think of it in that, traveler. In the future, I'll continue to search Irminsul more deeply, and including the beginning of your twins' journey recorded in Irminsul. What exactly happened before and after that, I will track.
Traveler. After I dove into the information torrents in Irminsul, why did you go to Inazuma?
Because I wanted to know what
So
you
that's
changed.
how you found out whose fate had changed. Well, whatever your reasons, you did me a favor. And I'll do everything I can to pay it back. Borrowing and returning are the only real relationships between individuals.
That's not true. A relationship between two people is not simply a ledger. I think deep down you realize this. People who show up in your life don't just evaporate like water drops and leave. Some things in this world can never be brought back. And they can never be changed. Everything that you feel is real and lasting. And whatever is to be human is to live with imperfections.
But humans can't live without a heart, can they? Anyway.
You understand what pain is perfectly well, even without a heart. The past is set in stone, but you can keep moving on. And the longer your future lasts, the shorter your past will become.
Sounds like you've got a future planned out for me.
Everything's ended up being pretty darn complicated.
That is a good quest. I wonder how good the new one is now. When is he gonna be like, all right, name me?
Then I guess I'll be helping you from behind the scenes from now on.
I'm glad that you've accepted our proposal. Ooh! Paimon wants to pick an ugly nickname for you too!
Okay.
Why?
Because...
Then I hope we don't see...
A name is life's first gift. You didn't say it out loud, but I know that's what you're thinking. The Traveler and Paimon have helped you a lot. If you can't decide on a new name, maybe you can ask them for ideas. No! Paimon only does nicknames! If it's a
Do I have to name him now? I don't know if I want to think about that right now. Rules and disclaimers for name modification. Name change rules. You can obtain the item an appellate stroke from the Archon Quest interlude in Version of Genesis, which will allow you to change Aeon's Drift Wonder Animo's name. Hey, what up, Ava? Please note that this means some names cannot be utilized within this change. Once you have renamed this character, some interfaces in the game going forward will display the name that you have chosen. There's a limit on the number of times you can rename this character, so do so with care. Disclaimer: travelers and ensure to follow our terms of service. Creation of the content discriminates against race, gender, okay, bullying, yeah. We don't have to. We may have to restrict your use of the game services if you do not follow these rules. Okay, true. Okay. Oh, I can change it right here. Oh, what should his name be? Oh, that's so weird. I don't know what to make his name. What does he look like to me? Made my wonder so. I wonder if I could do. I think. So I thought. I don't know. Maybe I should name him like. Trying to think. I feel like you gotta give him the Inazuman type naming, like a Japanese kind of name. Because I mean, he's just got the fit. I can. It said I have a limited number of chances to rename him, right? So like, I assume that means I have more than one. I'll probably just go with Kaze. Feel like that tracks. Exactly not. You only have one? Oh boy. Did you know? No, I don't know. I knew like we would like name him, but I thought we got more. I thought I remembered saying something like you could rename him in the teapot. By Fatui would give a comment. If you name him by Fatui, that's funny. I might just go with Kaze for win since you know he's an animo boy now. I feel like that tracks. Your traveler name, he has a unique reaction. That's crazy. So you could just have your traveler's name and his name like next to each other in the party. That's cool. I'll probably have to look those up. I don't want to name him after me though, or like one of the Fatui. I'll definitely like look those up though. I'll probably just go with Kaze though. You could test it out. Like, does it give me a chance to confirm or something? Yeah. So if I hit confirm here, then I get a second opportunity. I'll test it out.
Are you sure? Okay.
Yeah, if you confirm it. Okay. Sarcasm.
You want to share your name with me? Huh.
That's interesting.
Okay. Have you...
So you could do, does this work? If I did the gesture? Name cannot gesture.
You can't be serious. Okay.
He just declined that one.
Have you...
That's funny. What if I go with, like, child? Is it just like, you can't be serious again?
You can't be...
Okay. That's
Okay.
funny. I think I will go with Kaze, though.
Have you got...
I think it's good enough.
Are you sure?
Try his old name? Oh, I heard those, like, don't work either.
Okay.
Does he say something?
Have you...
I think I spelled that right. Fair enough.
Okay.
No need for these names anymore.
Have...
It's kind of fun. You just keep doing it, though. Or Kaze.
Are you sure?
Either that or maybe, like, Hayato. I think that has something to do with wind, too. I think it's good enough. Like mini Raiden. Basically. Raiden. I think this will do.
All right. If you say so.
All right. He loves it. You can tell.
Now you have a name of your...
What about a nickname? Are you done
You
yet?
just have another chance to change it one time, but that's it. Okay. So if I really want to change it, I
Take
can.
your time. I don't need to see you again until you've thought of one. Everyone who manipulated me and made...
You mean
the doctor.
Now that your stance has changed, I believe your future path will change accordingly.
One more thing. There are still some descendants of the Raiden Gokuden living in Inazuma. Some of them know. Well, they ought to know. I don't plan to leave Sumeru for the time being. If you see them in Inazuma,
But I was the one
please
responsible
tell
for the
them
Raiden
that
Goku
even though the
example.
events have been erased from the world,
I see. Huh? But...
it's fine. Let them stab their blades into my chest if they so desire. All right. Goodbye, wise deity. And you too.
Wise deity.
He's gone! What he went through today would have been like living an entire lifetime in an instant.
I need some time to calm down. Yeah, for sure.
Calm down. Yeah, true. But even so, after everything so we can finally go eat? Thank you both. I hope you will find somewhere nice to go and relax for a while.
And that's the end, right? Are we we listen to these two again?
I can end my novel with some words from Mikoshi Nagamasa.
You mean because everyone else...
Yeah.
When the story is
Mikoshi
dead.
Nagamasa died at a ripe old age. He's the perfect... The dark clouds had dissipated, but they continued to cast their shadow in Mikoshi Nagamasa's mind. Then, one night, as an old man, he had a dream. On the night when that prized blade, the Daitatara Nagamasa, was forged, the people rejoiced, and there was painting, dancing. All these expressions of joy melted down in the furnace fire and turned into red clouds that rallied around the final sunrise. Life is a story too long to be told, a journey that you must walk to behold.
Oh, it even changes the name here. That's cool. Turn to the resting place. That was a long request. That was pretty sweet, though. Also, I didn't get to say hi to Olga and Ava, and I hope you guys are doing well today. Glad you can make it. We are at the tail end of the stream here. I was probably going to do this and wrap up. Oh, we get like an actual cutscene. Celebrate quest is really short to me somehow. I still haven't done that one yet. I wanted to do this one first before I give that one the chance to get out to like do them in order.
Look at that vase.
Oh, it was broken. She forgot.
Did someone break it while they were cleaning the room or something?
You sound lost and
Ooh.
confused.
Oh, is this the one? Is this one of the witches who like guide you?
I know why you are troubled. Any who knew of this would find their mind overwhelmed.
Huh? Is there someone here talking to?
Unfortunately, the fate of Tevat
It is
cannot
Nicole.
easily be changed.
Okay, because I just did the
god
Windblume
may
thing, and they
have
mentioned
seen
Nicole. I was like, I don't think
chance.
we've had Nicole talk
But
to us
for
or anything yet.
anyone else,
But now I guess she did in this.
who can say? When a small animal runs into a tree trunk, though the tree may sway, it is not displaced. The same is true of fate, like a vase that falls to the ground. Whether it is broken by a cat or by
She
a
knows that
bird,
there's a change in the timeline, but I believe she
result
doesn't know
is
exactly what
still
changed.
a broken vase, is it not?
The mages are really cool. I can't wait till they like actually come into the story and we can probably play Alice or something. That'll be so sick.
History does not change easily, but human hearts can. Believe your own eyes. Only that which you see is true. What is unseen is but an illusion.
The voice has disappeared.
I thought that is cool because in the Windblume is like sometime Nicole will appear in people's heads and like guide them or something.
And what were they doing coming out? Anyway, that vase is still lying there broken on the ground. Should Paimon go get someone to... Feels wrong just leaving it there.
Wonder what else awaits me in the future. Oh, that's pretty cool. Quest complete. You know, during this question, when Nahida hides skirmish pests in a child's story, I was thinking that maybe some books are similar. That could be true, yeah. I could see that. What was that? An appellative Oh, this is like I can rename him one time. Which may bestow a new name upon a certain person. Was that? Okay, I see. That's my one-time pass. What's this? What? Not the match invitation. Anything else? Okay. And then that should give me a wish, right? Because the Archon quests give wishes now. That's so sick. That's such a good thing they added. And now I can do Caliber and get another one. See if we can get lucky. No. Sad. Oh well. That was a really good quest though. And now is his name like all Kaze in my like character setup?
This had better be important.
Yeah, it is. That's cool. That's cool. That's a cool little feature they added. I like that. I have curry. Oh, he's like not on the. Oh, okay, because yeah, because it's using the Yaimiko one, which means I need to do something like. I need another like crit damage one. Really hope Dia gets some sort of buff. Well, she is getting that like, or she is allegedly getting that like artifact set that's basically made for her.
Let's get down.
So I have a feeling they would wait for that before they even did anything, which they likely won't do anything. Her burst gets canceled if she jumps. Yeah, I heard about that. I haven't actually gotten to mess around with her yet. I've been trying to get her on the banner. But the fact that it cancels her burst when she jumps is whack. That is omega whack. I heard that and I was like, it what? It cancels it? That's turbo whack. I'm gonna do my weekly boss fights real quick because I gotta make sure I do those. And I don't want to forget. That's not the button I meant to hit. How close am I on stuff? So I'll get that if I do the weekly boss. Okay. Let's get Yoimiya. You. Maybe you. Her design and playstyle are really promising, but the fact that they kind of made her. Dirty said, yeah, she's just like lacking in a lot of like small weird ways that I think could have been refined a lot better, from what I could tell. What am I thinking of? Am I thinking of using Bennett or something? Maybe you?
Who's our target this time?
Yeah, whatever, this works. I realize we don't have a healer. What could go wrong?
Let it be known that divinity is mine.
I know the 5-star character the banner, to be honest. I feel like Hoyo is somehow forced to have a character on the standard banner. They did take their sweet time with it. You hate this boss? I just hate that I have to like bring in a pyro homie to like even remotely do it for the electro things you have to pick up to like stun him. You know what I'm talking about? I hate that part. It's like, why should I be forced to have, you know, the like pyro person to take care of the electro stuff? And like, if you can't reach the ones that are floating in the air, like, oh my god, it drives me nuts. Oh, didn't realize that it jumped up.
Take it easy.
Okay.
Burn to oblivion.
5 seconds the first phase was done.
Don't get too close.
I don't have too much problems with like actually killing this boss. Okay. Miss? I am. We definitely need to heal. Okay, please, please. I definitely should have brought a healer. I'm just trying to use this E skill, bro.
Reality?
This guy needs to relax. There, we'll bring her back. Hey, Elon's probably got some time. There we go. And this is the part that I was talking about that I don't like because it forces you to bring like a pyro character. I can't bring her back out. That's okay.
Fire it up. Time for a light show. Oh, that hurt.
Hello? Usually those things die a lot quicker than they were right there. That was kind of weird. Boop.
Possible.
It's actually going to be hard to kill him because I don't have the vape support with Yulon right now. I'm basically just going to be burning.
Grow, grow, grow. The Temple of Wisdom.
Don't get too close. Supporting fire.
The fuse is lit.
I mean, it does still do a lot of damage though.
Here come the fireworks. This made her a little.
Oh man, I'm going to actually have to... Ugh. If only we had brought Kokomi.
Burn to oblivion!
Check this out.
I also don't want to lose Yoimiya when I'm about to hit this cryo thing right here. Save myself some trouble. There we go.
Gotta watch it.
Okay. Bro. I'm trying to swap to a different character, please. This is such a, like, catastrophe. There we go. Jesus. I made that so much harder than I needed to. You get anything good out of it at least? No. Sad. I can't just slay him? I do have everybody at Ascension 5 minimum. I'd say that was a pretty poor showing as well. Let me just go to a 7, Statue of the 7. Let's go to, I guess we'll do the child, or we'll do the Raiden Shogun fight, actually. She still has good mats. Or mats that I need, at least. So then do hers, and then I'll probably just do the child one, because it's quick. I'll just use this one. This team is fine. At least it should be.
Don't get
Strike
close.
dead.
Here's backup.
I did not mean to use her burst, so that's alright.
Weak. Absurd. The eye sweeps the land.
Fire it up.
That did not work out the way I thought it would.
Game's up. Fun's over. Busted.
Stay put.
Strike dead. Whoa now. Lightning falls on the
And she gonna like separate herself.
Get too close.
That's fine.
I got you covered.
Oh, okay. She usually does like the thing where she splits up first, you know? I was like kind of waiting for that. Which character would you like to be a boss fight? I don't know. Like playable character or just like character in general? Gotta heal you along. There we go.
Obstacles.
Supporting fire.
Here comes the catch.
I definitely like playable character.
Final calamity.
It's kind of a question of who I think would be interesting. I guess Zhongli would be really cool because he's supposed to be like canonically really strong. So if you like had him in an actual like, you know, character to fight, I think it'd be a really cool fight. Oh, she's doing the pillar thing. I can't circumvent this as I wait it out. Bop. 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 Oh no, I can't get the second jump. of mint this wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Such an old man.
Here you are.
I love I'll hate him, dude. He's so fun.
Your thymia crumbles before.
Any nope. Trying to get these I forgot what they're called, the billets. I was like stunned on the word. I couldn't remember it. I also need like the crystals these guys drop low key. I'm super low on those. This is a team I've been enjoying the most lately. It's just so fun.
This opportunity
You Signora,
is quite hard
please?
to come by.
Hey, to Signora.
Amuse me. Surrender is
I do that. The third one doesn't really matter that much to me. Those two are pretty much the only mats I'd really need, so I can do Signora. Oh, she drops fire crystals or whatever too. I actually need those, so that works out. Is this team still fine? Yeah, whatever. That's probably fine. I'd rather have Kokomi on this because it's a little bit easier for the healing, but I think this will be fine still.
Don't get too close. Supporting fire.
Don't be scared.
Game's up. It's over. Into the frozen void.
Just ignore the damage we're taking for now. She'll do that. And the moths. Where are the moths? There you are. I could probably set up this. Yep. That'll intermittently do damage, and then I just pick these up. There's the next moth. You go right out. Grab another moth. You go again.
Gotcha.
That hurt real bad. Ready, go!
Get everybody to full real quick.
Stay put.
Here's back up.
Things are about to get tight.
No, please come back. Oh, no, I have to use this.
Busted.
Okay, I didn't deal damage. That sucks.
Gotcha. Take it easy.
I love Yayo. She's so awesome. Oh, you can... I thought... For some reason, I thought this was, like, out of bounds, this particular section.
Who dares? Only a witch!
I got you covered.
Quietly now. Gotcha. Here comes the catch. Not every wound will heal. I never
Got it.
asked for redemption. Never.
Got the flames. We got some good mats there. Not bad, not bad. Curry helmet. Not too bad. I feel in pain. Look at my level 60 characters. You get there. I mean, I've been playing since day one, so... And, you know, like, I make content around it, so... I farm like a fiend. I got everybody. Everybody at Ascension 5 minimum. Or at least everybody that I have. I am missing a few characters. I don't have everybody. I'm missing Tanari, Shana, Dia, Ayaka, and Venti. Probably gonna get Shenhe and Ayaka though on the banner that comes around after Dia. So I do want both of them. I have enough for one last wish? I do. Alright, we'll do one last wish. And we'll probably call it a day here. Hey, look at that, a 4-star to top it off. And Favonius Lance. Not bad. I'll take it. Alright, we'll probably call it here then. Been quite a longer stream than usual, but I was having a good time. Wanted to do some story. We'll, of course, be streaming again next week, Sunday, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, or Saturday. It just depends how my schedule usually works out, and I'm bad at planning, so we'll see if it's Saturday or Sunday. Other than that, though, thanks for everybody tuning in. I appreciate it, as always. And I'll probably have a video out this week. Maybe even 2, if it depends how productive I am. We'll see. But thanks for coming out. As I said, have a great rest of your day, and hope to see you guys next week. But thanks for joining me. Bye.